Hello, you cheeky devils. Welcome on in here. Happy-go-lucky scams of individuals. How are you doing? How are things? Welcome on into the... Oh, Dean.
This. What? Ha. Really? 60 months. 5 fucking years.
5 fucking years.
Why?
I don't even know how. That is mind-boggling to me. Jesus, I've got to find, like, pens now. That is mind-boggling to me, Dean. 5 bloody years. My lordy. My lordy. We've changed places, friends, because the rest of the room is a sty. It's Ken Prep Week, and as a result, everything goes out the fucking window. You know how it is. Anybody who's been here longer than a year knows how it is, all right? It's a Dean. 5 years, mate. 5 bloody years. By having your name on the mirror of any means, you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. Not even after 5 years.
Panda to it. Panda to it.
Interruption. I'm sad, but I'm here because here is love.
Here is love. Here is love indeed, Dean. Here is love indeed. And sending all of the love to you as well, you beautiful individual. I've inscribed your name upon the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, not even after 5 years. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know? And I am making rough look good today, friends, because I am grimy. I am grimy as shit today, friends. I've got a cup of tea, though, so that all is good. I have literally spent, Jesus Christ, what are we at? 7:15? I got in at 10 to. So 9 hours. 9 hours today at the venue, setting everything up for Ken. It's been a long day, friends. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, but I'm here now. And that's what matters, right? That's what matters. That's what matters. Milky Pork, how you doing? Welcome on in. Jason Andrew, how's it going? Rowan Rose, welcome on, you cheeky devil. Kiara Strings, how you doing? Wild Annie is the vainest of Valens. It is indeed. Running a little bit late, but I did my best. I did my best. As many of you will already be aware, Ken, for those people that don't know, Ken is stands for Kinky Erotic Nature. It's the erotic cabaret that I run every year. And the setup, the production week of Ken, which is this week, is fucking chaos. There's just so much to do. We have taken the entire dungeon and all of the boxes and everything down, but because we've had to change the layout of the entire venue now, things have just taken a lot longer. Things have just taken so much longer than I was expecting them to do. Not in a bad way, like in a good way, but definitely in an exhausting way. Definitely in an exhausting way, you know? Yeah, know? The Veens, exactly, the Veens, Kiara. Dapper Cogsworth, how's it going? Just giving a gnome ginger hair. Ooh, how exciting. How exciting. I hope that the gnome enjoys their ginger hair. Their ginger bouffon. You know? Nope, there we go. Giles, how you doing? Just M, you cheeky devil. Zooty Booty, welcome on in. Wild Annie meddling out. Love that. Love that. J2, how you doing? J2, I did get your message. Did I respond? I can't remember whether I responded. I might have responded. I can't remember. But I'll respond at some point if I haven't already responded. It's just Ken. Ken just takes over. You know how it is. You know how it is. Getting there. How are you? Getting there is good. Getting there is good. One step at a time, buddy. One step at a time. You know? Plodding on, enjoying my last day off before I go back to work tomorrow. Yeah, take it nice and easy. Let the last day roll, as it were, you know. How's it going, Lunacon? Hello, you cheeky devil. Funny you have chaos, because I also have chaos here too. Yeah, I know, Lunacon. I know all too well. You and Pixie Bomb together. Oh, good lord. Good lord. Tag team of chaos right there.
Panda to it.
Evening beans.
Hello, Rach. Rach was here today. Rach was helping me at the venue today. Wasn't specifically here today, but Rach was helping me at the venue today. Thank you very much once again, Rach, for all of that, and also for getting us food in the middle of the day. That was also very, very nice. I don't think about food during the course of the day. I'm like, cool, wake up, smash some bread in my face, get those carbs going, and then get on. Stuff needs done. Yeah. But it's all right. It's all right. Cracking on steadily but surely. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings as well. I really appreciate it. Dean Selling, you beautiful individual. Warm but doing good. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, doing okay. Doing okay. It is also quite warm here. I'm hoping the warm weather sticks us out through to Friday, because if I can save pennies, if I can save some money on not paying for, what was it, butane or propane or something like that for the heaters outside, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. This is the first time, friends. This is the first, and this isn't a criticism. This is not a criticism. All right, this is an observation. This is the first time in 5 years, 6 years, maybe. No, it can't be 6 years. 5 years that we haven't had a sellout show. And that isn't any slight on like Ken's production values or anything like that, or even on our usual guests, because they're all amazing. But it's just a real, like, I know so many cabarets across the country, so many cabarets that are struggling to sell tickets. They have been really, really struggling to sell tickets because everyone's pinching those pennies, you know, and they have to, because the world is the way it is at the moment. So I am fucking amazed and very thankful that we are able to cover all of our cover everything. Do you know what I mean? All of our outgoings are covered. We have broken even, and if that's all we do, I am perfectly cool with that. I am perfectly fucking cool with that, because just need to make sure that the performers can be paid and the venue can be paid and the bouncers can be paid, and do you know what I mean? Make sure everybody else can be paid. We don't mind breaking even so long as we can make sure everybody else is paid, you know. And I am extremely thankful that we have had such an amazing set of ticket sales. But it's just wild. There's this weird thing at the back of your head when you have done so many sellout shows, that when you don't sell out, it's like, oh, you failed. You failed because you haven't sold out. And it's like, no, I haven't failed. There's no failure here. We've broken even, which, given how many fucking shows are closing because they can't get the ticket sales out there, I will fucking take breaking even. I will happily take breaking even. Oh, good Lord, yeah. 110%, you know? It's a weird juxtaposition of emotions. It really is. It really fucking is. How you doing, Stupedia? How's it going? Jason Andrew, hello, you cheeky devil. JM Beard, welcome on in. Dabber Cogsworth on the 20 streams in a row. You've been streaking through here. It is quite warm today. It is quite warm today. I can understand why you'd be streaking through here. Do you know what I mean? Nothing but glasses and socks. Oh, you better take those socks off, Dabber Cogsworth. You better take those socks off, otherwise you get weird tan lines. All right? Can't be running around in this sunshine with weird tan lines and shit. Oh, that'd be scandalous. Scandalous, I tell you. You know? Everything goes out through the window, really? Yeah, honestly. To be honest with you, Stupedia, pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Mm-hmm. We call them French doors, though. You know, that's fine. Wild Annie coming in with the 7 streams in a row. You've been streaking through here. Good Lord. Look at you coming in for 7 streams as well. Can I, have I got a mod here? I do. Nibber and hello, you beautiful bean. Can I get a shout out for Wild Annie, please? I would really appreciate that. I would really, really appreciate that. Been sorting my last bits for Ken too. Been 3D printing things. Ooh, that sounds exciting, Dean. That sounds very, very exciting. We've been rearranging the entire fucking, like, the setup. Everything has changed. For those people that hate change, prepare yourself, all right? Prepare yourself, because the stage doesn't exist anymore. We've got a different stage somewhere else. People, go check out my dear friend, Wild Annie. Wild Annie is a wonderful, wonderful human being who I love very much. The Long Fall Home. What is this game? What is this? What is this game, please? The Long Fall Home. That sounds like me when I've been out for on the boozers, you know. Sounds like me on when I've been out on the boozers. But yeah, it's chaotic. I don't even know what I'm wearing yet, Dean. I've got no idea what I'm wearing. How you doing, Nibberin? Hello, you cheeky devil. Thank you very much for doing the shout out for Ken there as well. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Tender Enders, how you doing? Clobs, hello, you cheeky devil. Welcome back on in. Zabadian, hello, you wonderful individual. Don't you even Kevin me, Dean. Good Lord. Milky Pork, can you believe it? Why? Why would you do this to me? Why? Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? I still need to sort out the opening track. I always open.
Panda to it. Panda to it.
Cheeky.
My outfit is sorted. I have a fucking suit and I am so excited.
Love to see it. Love to see it. I actually need to do a little film on outfits and stuff like that, because last year we had a couple of people come in they were just on the edge of too casual, and it made some of our guests feel uncomfortable. Fortunately, we'd already clocked it, but then a couple of guests were like, hey, this isn't okay. If that's going to be like the sort of standard, then I'm not going to be coming in future. And we were like, no, we've already clocked it. We're going to be issuing statements and stuff like that, re-emphasizing, hey, you can't come in if you're wearing blue jeans and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Streetwear, don't wear streetwear. But yeah, suits, mwah, love it when people make that effort. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings as well. I appreciate it, Dean. I appreciate it. No, sir, I should wait for a response. Yeah, J2, after is there a timeline on it? Is there a timeline on it? Because if there's no timeline, then I can't really respond until after I get back from TwitchCon, because things are fucking these next couple of weeks are like the busiest weeks of the year. Literally the busiest weeks of my entirety of 2025, How's it going, One True Cripple? How you doing, you beautiful being? How are you feeling, Valen Zabadian? Thank you very much for asking. I appreciate that. I am feeling much better. Thank you very much. Thursday was awful.
Panda to my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Can you feel the Kenergy? Feels so real, my Kenergy.
Can you feel the Kenergy? Feels so real, my Kenergy. Exactly. Very much so. I feel the Kenergy right in there, right? Bye, Judah. How you doing? Welcome on in. What was I saying? Yeah, thank you very much for asking, Zabadian. I am doing all right. Thank you very much. I'm doing okay. Thursday was awful. Friday was worse. Friday was so much worse. And then Saturday, I was on the mend, but still feeling rough and like emotionally fragile. Like, the thing that annoys me about being ill the most is my emotional state, because it just goes a bit haywire for a bit. You know what I mean? I end up just getting frustrated or angry or upset about the most random shit. And Saturday was like, I was feeling physically better, but I was a bit emotionally raw. It's probably the best way I can put it. A bit emotionally raw. But yeah, it was all right. It was okay. It was okay. And then Sunday, which was fortunate, because Sunday I needed to do all the stuff, all the prep for the party packs for Ken, which I'm still waiting on a couple of things to be added into these party packs. But for those people that don't, I know we've got quite a few new people in the community at the moment. I run a big erotic cabaret called Ken, stands for Kinky Erotic Nature.
Panda to my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Dare you to sing I'm Just Ken as your opener?
I've already done that. I've already done that, Dean. I can't sing the same opener twice. Good lord. Yeah, I've already done I'm Just Ken. I've already done I'm Just Ken. We are... Well, I am, more specifically, doing a very different opener this time. I still need to write all the lyrics and get it rehearsed and stuff like that, but I got plenty of time. I got plenty of time. It's fine. It's all right. But... Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, Saturday. Sunday. Oh, my God. It's all blurring into one. And then today, I borrowed my soon-to-be sister-in-law's van to get everything to the venue. And then we've just been at the venue all day. And, like, literally, I got back at 10 to 7. I was due to get on stream at 7 o'clock. And I was like, cool, take a photo without my makeup so that I can put my makeup on in the next 15 minutes so I can go live. Because who needs rest? I'll rest. I have got like 3 days of streams between like the Ken weekend and when I need to fly out to Rotterdam for TwitchCon. Those will be my 3 days of rest. All right. I'll be streaming, but they'll be like restful streaming. Do you know what I mean? 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 Be all right. But yeah, thank you very much for asking, Zabadi, and I appreciate that. Wild Squeak, hello, you beautiful being. Welcome on in. How's it going? Roan Rose slept until 5 p.m. yesterday. Then went back to bed at 7 p.m. and woke up at 10:30 a.m. this morning. I think I needed the sleep. I think you did need the sleep. I think you did need the sleep. Clob's coming in with the 3 streams in a row. You've been streaking through here. Good Lord. Good Lord. Put some clothes on. I know it's bloody sunshiny outside. At the very least, put some sun lotion on, all right? Nobody wants burnt flappy bits, all right? Nobody wants that in their life. Thank you very much for coming in for 3 streams in a row. Good Lord. Good Lord. Excuse me. If someone were to knock on the doors at night, you'd let them in? What? My house or Ken? Never. My house, probably. Probably. Thinking about it, actually. Yeah, I probably would. What can I say? I'm evidently just very gullible, you know? Very, very excited, Wild Squeak. Why are you excited? What have you got going on in your life that is exciting you? Please tell me. Please tell me. Wait, I can still get tickets? Yes. Yeah, I think there are 20 tickets for Ken left. Which is interesting because we normally do... I can't remember how many. We do a certain amount of tickets and then we pushed it up by 20? 15, 20? Because the way that we have rearranged the entire room means that we can fit more people in the room now. So we were like, because we used to do cabaret tickets and then courtyard tickets, and the courtyard was a bit like more of a chill sort of nightclub area and what have you, but no one really bought the courtyard tickets. So this year I turned around to my little team and was just like, fuck it, we're not going to do courtyard tickets, we're just going to do cabaret tickets. I don't want to do courtyard, like I want to do some stuff in the courtyard, but I don't give enough of a fuck about it to be worrying and spending money and doing bits and pieces. All right, we'll do some bits in the courtyard, but nothing that's going to draw away from the cabaret side of things. We'll just do one set of tickets. It'll cover the entire venue. Because we've rearranged the way that the venue's laid out, we'll now be able to get more people in, which is good. Actually, now thinking about it, if we had been at our usual ticket sales, we might have already sold out. But we actually put more tickets in there. Because normally there's always people that want tickets last minute, you know? And who knows? Maybe there will be. Maybe in the next few days, 20 people will buy tickets and it'll all be grand and dandy. Do you know what I mean? And for all of my efforts, myself and Lilia will actually make some little pocket money. But if that happens, that's a great bonus. If it doesn't happen, it's fine because we are able to break even and pay for everything that needs to be paid for, which is the important thing. You know? Yes, Rach is the videographer. Rach comes and does all of our videographing and what have you. Speaking of which, Rach, after this, Ken, I need to speak to you about the videos that you've got of previous cabarets, if you've still got any of them left, because I wouldn't mind finding a way that we could get people to be able to see the full cabarets from previous years. Do you know what I mean? That'd be quite fun. That'd be a fun thing to do. The long fall home, Valen post Ken. Yeah. It depends. Sometimes I'm really not in the mood to drink. Most of the time I am. Sometimes I'm not. The last Ken I didn't. The last Ken I had a couple of vodkas and that was it. But normally I'm quite lubricated, shall we say. It's a jumping going up game when where you were a space dude who was frozen on the moon in 1969 to be woken up 5 years later. Then it's 2025 and you find yourself waking up. Oh wow, okay, that's interesting. That's an interest. Does it have like a good storyline as well, Wild Annie? You know, The outfit picking was bloody nightmare. Oh, you coming to Wild Squeak? Yeah. I don't pay attention to the as part of like the anonymity side of things. I don't pay attention to who's buying tickets and who isn't buying tickets, you know. I only know when people actually tell me. A fucking suit, wow, that's some fancy fornication. You know it. What can I say? Tunuska, how you doing, you beautiful being? It's been a while. It has been a while, but that's all right. That's okay. You've got a life, Tunuska. You've got a life, and your life must always come first, you beautiful being. I'm really hoping to go to Kent at some point. Though, as of yet, the exact details of when remains a mystery. That's entirely fair. We'll be announcing we only do one Ken a year at the moment, but we'll be announcing the next Ken date probably by the end of June, I would imagine, so that people can get it in their diaries nice and early. Because one of the complaints we've had, comments and complaints that we've had this year was that by the time we announced the date, people had already booked stuff that weekend. And people who come every single year aren't able to come this time because they already had something booked in that weekend. And it's like, nah, fuck. Never mind. So I think we'll be announcing next year's date. Yeah, end of June, I seem to remember. I think it's end of June, thereabouts. Doing well, thank you, mate. Been a minute since I was able to say hello. That's all right, Tender Enders. Like that, you got life. As Tunuska does, you know. Had to pop by and say hi also. The fit is stellar, mate. This outfit, Tender Enders, was literally... I was wearing a t-shirt that was the Sex Museum. Museum of Sex from New York. I was wearing that t-shirt today while I was doing Dusty stuff of getting curtains up and making dungeon equipment and all that jazz. And I was like, got home and I was like, oh, I'm a little on the ripe side. I'm going to quickly get changed, get myself sorted, have a little deodorant shower, and then fucking get online. Which was good. I managed to do a quick turnaround from getting home to pressing go live in like 17 minutes. That was pretty impressive. I'll take that. I'll take that. Considering I had to get a full face of makeup on and everything, you know? You know? No major rush, all good. Thank you very much, J2. Remind me after I get back from TwitchCon, J2, please. And I will let you know all the details you need. All right? All right, buddy. How you doing, Bye Tudor? How's it going? Shade and Sunshine as well. Hello, you beautiful bean. Phoenix the Fens, how you doing? How's it going? Hope all is grand. Does anyone else's chat keep refreshing? Stream is fine, but the chat refreshes every now and then. Mine was doing that for a while a couple of days ago. So it might be something that Twitch is doing. You know? Raw, seriously though, of all the people you should know better, that you need to remember the lube. Exactly. I know, right? What a terrible individual I am. I should remember the lube. Always remember the lube, pal. Jesus. You know? Gonna get some last minute tickets. I think we've got... Let me have a look. The ticket website that took us 1,000,000 years to find, because there's an awful lot of ticket websites that don't want to work with us because we do stuff that is erotic. 22 remaining tickets. There we go. 22 remaining tickets. That is how many tickets are left of the venue, of the thing. Ooh, that's a really good point. I need to sort that out. That's something else. More Ken stuff. More Ken shenanigans. Phoenix Events coming in with the 30 streams in a row. 3-0. Good lord. Running around going, wee, wee. How's it going, Pixie Bomb? Welcome on in. How's it going? Got plenty of time, Q-Val, learning stuff on a couple of hours before Ken opens. I've done that before. And you know what? The weird thing is, Shade and Sunshine, the song that I wrote and learned 3 hours. Well, 3 hours and 15 minutes before doors opened was the one song that I've never got wrong. Everything else, I got wrong. Every other song that I have fluffed up in some way, shape, or form. That one, I didn't. So maybe it's the right thing to just leave it till the day to write a song. Do you know what I mean? For those people that don't know, because I know that not like very, very few people from this community have actually managed to get to a Ken event. But so we do this cabaret, which is like full of burlesque dancers, and like we've had everything. We've had Victorian strongmen, we've had acro balancers, we've had pole dancers, we've had aerial hoop artists, we've had shibari artists, we've had sword swallowers, we've had fucking loads. Fucking loads. Honestly, Tanuska, it is fucking excellent. I love it. I'm exhausted and I'm tired, and there was definitely points today where I was like, why the fuck do I do this to myself? But I do love it. I do love doing it. I love the day itself. The week before, in the building up and setting everything up and getting everything sorted and stuff, I fucking hate. I hate it so much because there's so many things to do. But the actual, like, doing the show is fucking excellent. But I know what it's like. I know that the worst thing the thing that a performer dreads the most when it comes to a cabaret is being the first person on, being the first act to perform on a stage in a cabaret. So in order to take that pressure off my performers, I always do the first act. So I'll come on, do a song, and then open the show, you know? And then by that point, the audience are well lubricated of mind, and they are ready to fucking hit the ground running. And then by the time the next performer comes on, they're all ready to go. Do you know what I mean? They're all ready to go. I'm all about that, taking the pressure off performers so that, like, if I can do it in their stead, then I will do. Do you know what I mean? Then I will do. However, I got war wounds today, friends. Can you even see that? Can you even see that? Look at that. Wounded. I was wounded. It stings like a bitch. Stings like a... Ladies and gentlemen, all gents outside between, delve deep into your bits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people going in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Who do they think they are? The absolute audacity, the scandal, the preposterousness. How very dare you? How very dare you come in here with your wonderful individuals. Also, Nighthawk. I don't even know if you're here or not, but Nighthawk, thank you very much for gifting me a sub to Eris while they were live. You gifted that sub to me literally as I was pressing go live. So I really appreciate you doing that. But I just want you to know that I saw it, and I thank you for it. All right? People go check out Eris Ptolemy. Eris Ptolemy is a wonderful member of our community. They are glorious. They are spectacular. They've been doing some Stardew Valley. How are you enjoying Stardew? Have you started coitally engaging with every citizen of the village yet? These are the things that we need to know. All right?
Hand it to my ego. Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
Tease but a scratch. Oh, and here's the smallest violin for you all wound. JK Valent Trollon.
I'm glad that you got that small violin out there. I need the entire small orchestra. In order to weep after my war wound that nobody can see. It stretches from here all the way around to here. I have no idea what I did. Don't know how I did it. Don't know what was going on. All I was going on, getting on with stuff out, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, that stings. Oh, shit. At some stage, I have managed to wound myself. How's it going, Bear? Hello, you cheeky devil. Today's pants are the slightly patterned ones.
How dare your pen setup bite you like that?
I know. The audacity. The audacity, I tell you. It was scandalous, Dean. All right? Scandalous. How was your stream, though? Was it great? Was it wonderful? Started off with one, and now we have two old babies. And apparently may expect another, excuse me, game. There's too many kiddos. Oh, my lordy. Oh, Eris. Oh, how exciting. Oh, how very, very exciting. This is wonderful. We love this for you. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Friends, if you're new here, two things you need to know about this channel. One, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. Two, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave, for I am a colossal filth wizard and only corrupting the ears of the young. No, you cheeky devils. Where did the bruise come from? How did I get that cut? Honestly, that happens all the time. All the time in my life. All the time in my life. Just the amount of things I'm like, oh shit, I'm cut. Oh shit, I've cut myself. Oh shit, I'm bleeding. Oh shit. The amount of time that I do it, like when I'm cooking as well, where I'll be like making some food for myself or what have you, and then suddenly it's like, oh shit, there's some blood. Never mind. Quick, get some kitchen roll, wrap it round, you know. But Eris told me, thank you very much for bringing your beautiful people in here. Did I do my usual intro? Eris, if you need to disappear off, if you need to go grab a snaffly treat, a delightful beverage, please go do so. That goes for your wonderful community as well. If any of you need to disappear off, do the bits and pieces. Why are my arms sore? All right, yeah, I almost fell down the stairs. Like, yeah. Although, mine's usually because I have fallen down the stairs. Cooking with blood as a vegetarian? Oh, the scandal. What am I like? The vileness. Who am I? What is this sorcery? You know? Burn the flappy bits. Exactly. You don't want to be burning the flappy bits. Will there be ticket sales at the door? Nibberin, if we don't sell all the tickets, then yeah, we'll be selling ticket sales at the door. The issue is that we don't sell many tickets on the door because of like the dress code. Because it's not like people from the street can just come wander in and jump on in. Do you know what I mean? Unless they want to strip down to their underwear, which they might do. Who am I to judge? Do you know what I mean? How's it going, Finley? How you doing, you beautiful individual? I've got your outfit sorted and a change of top depending on my mood and confidence levels. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. Like that. Like the way that that's sassing out there, you know? Really looking forward to seeing both of you in your outfit. Oh, I love this. I love this. You pack 2 outfits just in case. The way to do it. I've got to somehow organize 3 outfits in the next 3 days, and I've got no fucking clue how to do it. I swear on Loki, ruler of mischief, if you don't look after yourself and listen to your body when it says it needs rest, I will find a way and several ultra fine glitter bombs to your house. Send ultra fine glitter bombs to my house. They're completely impossible to clean up. You have been warmed. I'm looking after myself. I'm all right. I took a stream off. I was meant to do a cooking stream last week, and I didn't because I was real fucking ill. I was really, really ill. But I was very thankful that I was ill last week because by being ill last week, it means that I shouldn't be ill over the next 2 weeks, you know? And this week we've got Ken, and then next week I've got TwitchCon, so I can't afford to be ill over the next 2 weeks, you know? Yeah, now, how's it going, Dr. K? How you doing, you beautiful being? You've still got all the footage from previous years, Rage? Cool. In which case, we might make a full... I would like, at some stage, to make a full version of the Cabaret Risque of all of the years that you have got it. Obviously, not including any audience. We can keep the audience, like, sounds and stuff, but not including any audience, like, visuals. No humans, if possible. Because I think it'd be cool for people to revisit the cabarets that they either saw themselves or that they that somebody missed. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Exactly. That'd be splendid for the international fans. Yeah, exactly. Just glad I didn't overlap Eurovision this year. Oh god, yeah. Eurovision was controversial as fuck this year, from what I hear. I don't follow Eurovision, and I'm not going to start talking about it now, but I did hear that it was quite controversial. You know? 17 minutes into solid stuff. You know it. You know it, Tender Enders. The only way to do it. Twitch has been refreshing all day for you. That's a pain in the hoop. Has it been refreshing your streams as well, Batty Tudor? Or just like the chat itself? You know? I'm gonna have your thing finished by Friday. Ooh, sleeves. How interesting. How damnably interesting. Tempted to make bracelets if I have time. Do it. Do it. Playing Monster Hunters, I'm sucked in. That's all right, Kiara Strings. Thank you very much for coming in and lurking, listening to my sultry tones while you hunt some monsters. I don't know why I'm doing that face, but I am. Do you know what I mean? I'm committed to it now. All right. Determined to overcome anxiety and come to your next event. It'll be next May. Well, so we've got obviously Ken this Friday. Then we'll be doing another show, the Halloween show in October, the Devil's Parlor in October, which we've already got the date for, but until I've booked all the performers, I don't let any promo go out. then the next Ken will be next May. However, there is a chance we may be doing a different show in March. Maybe. We're in discussions with venues and stuff. And it also depends on like the climate of like whether people are buying tickets or not. No point in putting on a show and being like, cool, this is going to cost me so many £1,000 to book all these performers, decorate the venue, make everything fancy dancy, hire lighting, hire stage, hire technicians, etc. if no one's buying ticket sales. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But that one should be a fun one. It'll be a lower production, or lower scale production, not lower value production, because you know me, I go all out, but lower scale production than Ken, but it should still be fun. That's the plan. You know. None of us will ever look at Milky Bars in the same way after Ken. I need to get them back. They are a sensational performer. I wish I could both in the wrong country and have the wrong health situation. That's a shame. Do you know what, Tanuska? That was one of the things, because back in the day, I was thinking, oh, how can I live stream it? Like, my initial plan was to live stream Ken. So we'll do the live event. But for like international friends, I was like, how can we live stream it? How can we like sell digital tickets and people can tune into a live stream, you know? But then I realized that would be really hard for us to do because, very specifically, because of the words, Val. You can do words. That would be really hard to do because of the anonymity stuff. We don't want people accidentally walking in front of the live camera. It might put off some guests coming to an erotic cabaret if they don't want to be, if they want to remain anonymous, you know? Which is why I'm now thinking if there's a way that we can like film it and then roll out the cabaret itself, like as an edit, so that we can edit the blurred background as one like live thing, you know? Blur out any unwitting audience members and stuff like that. That would be... So it would be hard to make safe live, exactly. But if we could do it as like, I don't know, like a ticketed thing where we either do like a premiere of it, of like our cabaret, a rerunning of it or what have you, or like a pay on demand or something like that, and just we'll make it real fucking cheap. Because I'm not about fucking milking it for all it's worth. But I feel like that would be good for people that can't get over to the UK. They are international fans, you know? I think that'd be good. Oh, yeah, I can tell that I've sniffed too much dust today, friends. My nose is very claggy. I had a fucking nosebleed earlier as well. I didn't even realize I had a nosebleed. And then I blew my nose before, like, I got home, blew my nose, and I was like, oh shit, I've got a nosebleed. Oh, fair enough. Another war wound. Oh no, not the wounds. The wounds of the war. You know? He's off with the gremlin now, but I will pass along the message. Please do, Eris. Please do. Thank you very much. We have so many kids, so many children. Also... Who did that? Stupedia did that. Oh, gosh, Stupedia. See you. Ugh. It's all good. It's all good. Ugh. Start of one, now we have 2 old babies. Oh, my lordy. Make it all the babies. Populating the entire village, Aries Ptolemy. Sounds like me after a clean welly. Yeah. I feel grimy as shit. After this, I'll probably go for a shower. Another shower today. I had a shower first thing in the morning, but I'll go for another shower after stream, just to get rid of all the dust and grime from the venue. Because it's not just the venue. We've got to get like loads of shit out of their storage units. We've got to get loads of shit out of my storage stuff. There's like loads and loads of, loads of stuff that goes into Ken that is just grimy, grimy and dusty. You know. Stream was good, nice and chill, which is exactly what I needed after the concert shenanigans. Love it. Love it. I don't know what happened with the concert, Eris. I haven't been keeping up to date with all of the stuff that's been going on in the Discord. So if you put something in the Discord, then I missed it. But I hope that the concert was fun. I hope it was fun at the very least. Do you know what I mean? You know? Cooking with blood? No. I am not a vampire. I am not a vampire. You will learn that the cooking with the blood is less than desirable. You know, that was my very shop-worn Nosferatu. Maybe it's Moonlight. How you doing? How's it going? Fingers crossed that you're feeling better. Went out in the chair and some more gothic beautiful stuff. Love it. Love to see it, Mavis. I'm glad that you're feeling better and getting out there and doing all the bits and pieces. I'm feeling much better. Thank you very much. I'm a million miles away from where I was like Friday, Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday last week was hard. Because I didn't get the fever. And for those people that like know the way that I get ill, I tend to get ill. Like, I started run down, night of fever, where it just burns the fuck out of my system. And then the following day, I'm like, all right, cool, I can get on with my life now. But I didn't get the fever this time. It just fucking rolled over for days and days and days and days. It was a pain in the fucking hoop. But I am feeling much better now, thank you very much. Exhausted today, after 9 and a bit hours of prepping everything for Ken, but overall, all right. A bit congested at the moment, but I think that's more dust than anything else. You know? The blood sacrifice. Exactly, right? Lucky to catch yourself, yeah? Okay, to be just being ridiculous with my arrows and pyramids. You. I appreciate all the little bitties you throw at me for those, you know?
Panda to it.
Why are 490 Romans funny? Because XD.
Don't laugh. Do not encourage this behavior. Don't encourage it. Don't you be doing that. Good Lord. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings of Adian. God damn it. Oh, you plucky young whippersnapper, you. God damn it. The amount of times that I found bruises on myself not knowing where they popped up from. Oh, God, yeah. Tender enders, 100%. All the fucking time. All the time. Just like anytime I make IKEA furniture, there must be a blood sacrifice. I've definitely got myself a little blood blister on my hand that I know I caught when I was making dungeon equipment. Fuck knows where this has come from.
Panda to it.
Is it either 2 UW Weasels and 1, as it might be, U Weasel, or 2 as it might be, U Weasels and 1, if so it is, UW Weasel.
Is it either 2 oozles and 1, as it might as well be oowizzle, or 2, it might be oowizzles and 1, if so, oowoozles. What are you talking about? What are these words that you are phrasing? What is this? Oh my God. I'm so confused. My brain is not... I've been trying to work out seating plans for 100 and something odd people, all right? I am not in the space for this, okay? Not ready, Razata. How's it going, Alec Wallace? Hello, you beautiful being. I hope that your projects are going well, friend. I hope all your projects, all your bits and pieces that you've been doing, all the stuff and the things that you've been up to are doing well. I can't remember whether it's this week that you're out of it or whether it's next week you're out of it. One of the 2 weeks is like the end of the project, if I remember correctly. I might not be remembering correctly. My brain is jam. You disappoint Piglet, Valen? I frequently disappoint Piglet. It's because he can't dig his hand in my honey jar. I mean, what? No, that's poo. Shit, what? They did and you slept so well over the weekend. I bet you slept for fucking ages, Alec. And you know what? Good on you. Good on you. Needing to catch up on that, catch up on that fucking well-needed sleep. Good lord. Well, I'm glad that they went all right, though, friend. I believe they went all right. From last I heard, they were going all right. Last I heard, they were going okay. 18 hours on Saturday and 12 on Sunday. Jesus, you really were catching up. You really were catching up. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm glad that they're now over. Glad that they're now finally over, especially after that whole thing where people had deleted things that they weren't meant to delete because they thought that it was useless, and it was just like, oh, for fuck's sake. That sounded hard. That sounded hard to deal with, and I admire your resilience and patience with shit like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can do it, Val. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Some people use wine. Val uses a more potent reserve. You know it. Zedidibus, how you doing? How's it going? I think I'm going to have to bring my flat boots instead of Healy boots with my joints this week. Entirely fair. One of the things that I need to do when I do tomorrow, when I'm going to be doing this film thing for dress code and stuff like that for Ken, I will be talking about accessibility, because I've had quite a few people message me being like, hey, this is the outfit I'm gonna wear, but I know it says like no street clothes and no trainers and stuff like that, but I need them for accessibility purposes. And we're like, no, look, your accessibility needs are more important than our dress code. All right, if you need to wear trainers, we ask that if you can make them like dark colors, like black or like dark gray or what have you, we would love that, because then it isn't going to detract from everything else that's going on. But accessibility is more important than our dress code. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't mean you can turn up in fucking jeans and a t-shirt and be like, oh, well, it's accessibility. No, make a bloody effort. God damn it. Right. All right. It's like 3D printing. How you doing? Coming in with the 3 streams in a row. You've been streaking through here. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. You love to streak. I know you do, you cheeky devil. I know you do. Would love to go to the Ken events. Just get nervous in the chair, but getting more confident body-wise. Mavis, it is entirely up to you. Fully understand the need for confidence in and of yourself. What I will say is that we are very well reputed as one of the leading cabarets in regards to accessibility. Everything is on one floor. Everything is accessible to any kind of wheelchair or what have you, with accessibility toilets. Everything's like on the ground floor with ramps and stuff like that. So yeah, we do absolutely everything we can to make the entire space as accessible as possible. So if you end up coming, amazing. We would absolutely love to see you, but see how you feel, because as much as it is all very well me turning around and being like, yeah, it's great, we've got accessibility shit, oh, left, right, and center, and you've got to feel confident in yourself. You got to feel confident in yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh, you followed me. Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Stalker.
Thank you very much for the follow, you beautiful bean. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, but you are very, very welcome here, you cheeky devil. Welcome on in. I can say for sure that Valen is very careful to ensure the entire venue is wheelchair friendly and as inclusive as possible. I'll do my best. Thank you very much for saying that, Dean. As somebody who's come, it's all very well me as the person who runs the event saying stuff, but to have other people who have been like guests and what have you say these things, it means the world. It means the world. We work with a company called Elephant in the Room that are a disability consultant company, to talk about like the different ways that we can be more accessible, the different ways that we are able to facilitate people with accessibility needs and stuff like that. And we do everything we can. We do absolutely everything we can, you know? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got you, Dean. I got you. That's good to know. Evening ticket sales. This time you're safe, as I have a show myself, but in generally I could only ever appear spontaneously so far. I thought that's not an option at all. Generally speaking, it's not Nibirin, but that's because we sell out. Generally speaking, that it's not because but that's because we sell out. However, if there is a situation where you, as one of my moderators and happy-go-lucky chum, are like, I'm going to be in the area and it's last minute because I can't book that far in advance, etc. and what have you, then drop me a message and I will see what I can do. That isn't an option that I will give everybody by any stretch of the imagination. But given how much you do for me and this community, it is certainly something that I am prepared to extend out to you. You're special. You are special. It's like last minute things. I understand how difficult it is when it's just like, oh, I can't guarantee that I'm going to be available on these dates, etc. And if I am available, I'd love to just pop in and pop over and what have you. If there are tickets on the door, if it's like this event where we haven't sold out and stuff like that, then yeah, there'll be tickets on the door. If it's not, then, and we've already sold out and stuff, then generally speaking, it's a sellout, tough cookies. But if it's someone like yourself who has done so fucking much for me, then I am prepared to see what I can do. You know? Yeah, no. I don't want to say that that's going to be a public thing that's available for fucking everybody, because I can't guarantee that by any stretch of the imagination. I'm definitely not one of these people where I've had people come to the door before and be like, oh, well, I know Valen. And it's just like, no, fuck you. No, not a fucking chance, sunshine. But yeah, this time there's definitely going to be well, I say definitely, unless 22 tickets get sold in the next 3 or 4 days, then there will be like the ability to get in on the door, you know. Let me scroll down a wee bit. Both chat but sometimes streams. Oh Jesus, Bitude, that's awful. My Twitch has been suspiciously stable. God, not the suspiciously stable. Good Lord. If we do that show in March, that's entirely going to be part of my 40th birthday celebration. Oh, I love that, Dean. I love that. We are looking at it. We're looking into it. It'll be a different venue, but yeah, we've been speaking to them about doing some different styles of shows. Still cabaret, but different styles, you know. Aiming for Devil's Parlor. Yeah. Then fingers crossed for Ken 2026. Yeah, it'll be May. So Devil's Parlor's October, then Ken 2026 will be May. Imagine that be an issue, hard to make safe. Do our absolute best. Yeah, exactly. The Lurgy is feeling better now. The Lurgy is steadily but surely working its way out of my system. I feel like I'm all right. I'm just a little bit sniffly, but I think that's more down to like the dust, the amount of dust that I've had to deal with today, you know. It'll also be good so folks can get an idea of what things are like before going for the first time, anxiety reasons. Do you know what, Rowan Rose? That's a really good point. That's not something that I considered before, but that is actually a really, really good point. Rach, are you still here, you beautiful bean? Rach, are you still here, you beautiful bean? What else would be good? Yeah. Don't go degunk yourself. I will not. I will sit here, flustered and congested. Yes, take that. Rach, I'm gonna tell you now because I will forget. But it would be really cool if we could get a shot of the venue before people come in. Do like a little walk around of the venue before people come in, so that we could construct. It'd be good to have that available, so that we can kind of construct a before and after variety, but also give, as Rowan Rose was saying about people like with anxiety and worries about bits and pieces, give people an idea of what the space is like before they potentially visit the room, as it were. Also bring my drone to get some aerial. Oh, how exciting! Aerial footage. Exciting! Very nice. I like this. Sell the venue image set, basically. Yeah. I've just taken photos of the dungeon because we've been doing this fucking nearly 10 years, and the I keep getting the confused. I thought we'd already done 10 years, but apparently we haven't. Next year is our 10th year, actually, because we started in 2016. Fucking hell. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Sell the venue. I've just taken photos of the dungeon because I've been meaning to take photos of the dungeon for ages and ages and ages and put them on like the Ken website and stuff like that. And It's been wild. No, Zabadian, no, definitely not 9 Kens. We didn't do one in 2020, and we spent... We did one in 2016. In fact, you know what? I can literally tell you. Where's my Ken folder? Ken. Okay, the one in 2016. One in 2017. Was that one? Or did we do 2 in 2017? We did 1 in 2017. Two in 2018, 2 in 2019, nothing in 2020, 2 in 2022, nothing in 2021, 2 in 2022. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In fact, you know what? There's a better way of doing this. There is a better way of doing this. Oh, where am I? Where's my previous posters?
Yeah, you subscribed. This kind.
Jam Jar, you cheeky little devil. Thank you very much for giving that sub out to Zabadian, you beautiful being you. That's really kind of you, friend. I really appreciate that. 11 Kens in 10 years, according to the past events on the site. No, I think there's 12. I think there's, well, maybe 11 Kens. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. I'll have to check. Quite possibly. Zabadian, I shall not scrap your name on the mirror vein. That is not a good pen. Throw that pen away. Zabadian, your name is inscribed upon the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But go, damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? It blows my mind, Zabadian. It blows my little mind that you are so unbelievably kind, gifting other people subscriptions and stuff like that, and doing like bulk batches of subscriptions and stuff, which is always super fucking kind of you and never expected, but always appreciated, you know? But then you don't you don't get a subscription for yourself. It's such a level of selflessness that you are happy to like share that money amongst the streamers that you love watching, but don't ever do it for yourself. And it just warms my little fucking heart, friend. It warms my little heart. So far, you've never bought a subscription for yourself. You've just shared that joy amongst other viewers. That's just... You're a wonderful person, Zabadian. You're a bloody wonderful being, you. God damn it.
Yeah, you subscribed.
Dabba Cogsworth. Dabba Cogsworth giving a sub out there as well. Oh, to the community. Where are you? There we go. To the community. But yeah, I think like 11 or 12. 11 or 12 Kens over the past 10 years. Oh, yeah, that was it. That wonderful individual who I haven't said to see anything in chat, or I haven't seen say anything in chat, so I won't call them out. But if you're here, you've been gifted a sub from the wonderful Dabba Cogsworth. By having your name on the mirror of Vayne means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not about Snapchat, you cheeky devil, and of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes, but the most important thing, you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough, but god damn do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy, oh yes, me, yeah, you know? Oh, you cheeky devil, you. Got a picture with the band, then saw 3 Art the Clown cosplayers fighting for dominance in the mosh pit. It was fun. My ankles are still pissed, but not as bad as they were on Thursday night to Friday. Only downside that was I had a sick kiddo on Thursday and Friday, but he's better now. I'm glad he's better. Glad he's better, Eris. I'm glad you had a wonderful time at the gig as well. I'm really, really glad. I saw the picture of you with the band. But you were saying shenanigans, and I was like, was there some tumultuous bullshit that went on? No, just fun. Just fun. You know? That's surreal as fuck. Yeah, much one that I'm cooking on. Oh, lordy. Speaking of that gift sub, before I forget to mention it, all of my subs... Oop.
Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
Patient.
This is because I said nice things to you, wasn't it, Zabadian? This is because I said nice things to you.
Yeah, you subscribed.
Rage!
Hand it to my ego. Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
And.
And what? and what?
Hand it to my ego. Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
Maybe.
Was that meant to be Jamjar pinning the comment?
Hand it to it. Hand
Fucking
it to
hell.
it.
Brat train.
I was ignoring it, Dean. I was ignoring it.
Hand it to my ego. Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
Rain.
And maybe Brad Train, rain. These just random words there, Jam Jam. I picked up a dictionary and thought, fuck it, let's thesaurus this shit. Oh my lordy. Rage, thank you very much for gifting us up to Antic.
Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
Isn't really to blame.
And maybe the rain isn't really to blame.
Yeah,
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Fuck off. Is there actually an account that is just the letter I? Fuck off. I thought that they had to be at least 3 letters long. I thought every single account had to be at least 3 letters long. How has somebody got away with the letter I? How can you give the subscription to the letter I? You can't do anticipation. No, that is not okay. That is not all right.
You subscribed. Missed kind.
To coconut butt. See what you started. 3 letters was an eventual rule, so they started with anything you wanted. So that account that you have gifted that to, Rach, was one of the OGs, probably from Justin TV. All right, it's a Sigma username if ever I saw one. Aye. How's it going, Bits? How you doing? See what you started Dappercogs with? All right. It won't let me gift you a sub. Dappercogs with. That's because Jamjar very kindly gifted Zabadian a sub earlier on. So it's already been done. Thank you very much, Zanjak.
Hand it to it.
Which knight invented King Arthur's round table? Circumference.
Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me, Zergjak? Why would you do this to me? Why? Oh Oh my god. If you are here and you've been gifted a sub and you are not lurking, please come out and say happy thank you. A happy thank you.
Subscribed. Miskind.
Third carriage connected.
Milky Pock. Milky Pock. I was hoping that everyone had forgotten that there was a fucking hype train because of the fact that Jam Jar has pinned the comment patient. I was genuinely hoping.
Panda to it. Panda to it.
You can blame Drunk Chunk for this one, who is the coolest guy in a hospital. The ultrasound man.
Come on. Come on.
Miskind.
Come on.
Yeah, you subscribed. Miskind.
Razotter, thank you very much for giving that sub to Antisai. And Dabba Cogsworth for giving us up to the Batty Tudor there. Oh my lordy. Your names are inscribed on the mirror vein. By having your names on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky little devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But God damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know?
Yeah, you subscribed. Miskind.
Dean, thank you very much for giving that sub to... Have they said something in chat? They did! Be the Chaos! How you doing? How's it going? I was ready to hear, but oh my god, the vibes are insane, insanely amazing. Yeah. I love it here. 3 seconds in, you're amazing already. Be the Chaos!
Fourth carriage connected.
What are you doing, friends? What is this? What is this? And Dabba Cogsworth gifting one to non-binary there. Be the Chaos. And... Dabba Cogsworth gifting one to non-binary. Both of your names have been inscribed on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing you got to roll over every morning.
Yeah, you subscribe.
No, I'm still doing that. Tanuska. The Milky Box, thank you very much for giving us up to Tanuska. Jam Jar giving us up to Clit Slapper, the rapper.
Panda to my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Ode to Order. Hello, you beautiful being. Thank you for your first chat in this entire thing. Is you giving me 100 panderings? You beautiful being, you. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you, you beautiful individual. Tanuska and Clit Slapper, the rapper. It rhymed. It did indeed rhyme. That is very true. It did indeed rhyme. Oh, Jesus, that dust is getting to me now.
Panda to my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Get kindness, Val, right in the eyeball.
Right in the eyeball.
You're welcome. Love you.
I love me too. Thank you, Dean. You beautiful being. Oh, my lordy. Friends, I don't have the energy for this. I'm tired. I've been doing lots of work and manual stuff and carrying things and stuff, you know? Your name's been inscribed. That's my orgasm noise. Your name's been inscribed on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? Oh, my lordy. Sniffly. Be the Chaos, how you doing? Welcome on in, you cheeky devil.
Yeah,
also,
subscribed. Miskind.
Me bum. Rach, thank you very much for giving us up to Bratting. Oh my god.
Hand it to my ego.
Me bum bum.
Hand it
I
to
can't
it,
remember
hand it to
your actual name.
it.
Was
I
it?
bought a second-hand DeLorean on the internet from a car trader. Now I'm waiting for it to arrive with Antisci.
Do you see what you're doing to me there, friends? Do you see? Do you see what you're doing to me? It's bad, Ian. Thank you very much, little panderings. God damn it. Rach, thank you very much for giving us up to bratting. Which you know all too much about. All right. Bratting, by having your name upon the mirror vein, means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat. No amount of brattery will get you that. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes, but the most important thing,
Hand it to my ego. Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
Choo choo.
Fifth carriage connected.
God damn it.
You subscribed.
Max!
Most kind.
Max, confound thee, gifting us up to Max Brattage. That was a thing. For those people that don't know, I think it was one Vainmus? One Vainmus, the community made brat covers of themselves. It was one Vainmus, and you all gifted yourself a sub. You all gifted a sub to your own brat version. Oh my lordy. Forgot all about that, Max. You brought back all kinds of memories there. Oh my lordy. Oh, Jesus. Your names are now inscribed on the Merit Vein. By having your name on the Merit Vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? It was glorious. I was so confused. I remember being extremely confused. Being like, what is going on here? How are these who are these people? Have you found them? What did you make them? What's going on here? All right. No, wrong one. Fuck. It's a brat. Oh my god. Oh, Dean, amazing. Amazing.
Hand it to my ego. Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
I stayed up all night wondering where the sun had gone, then it dawned on me.
God damn it, Greedo. God damn it. Oh god, what poll is this? An internet poll. What do you prefer? Balls out? Balls in? I don't have balls. Potato. What?
Subscribed.
Nibbering! To Bratwurst.
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
And then Shade gifting us up to Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Stick in
Hand it to my ego.
stew.
Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
Vince, you cheeky devil. How's it going, Semba? Welcome on in. How you doing? Can you guess how I voted? Via the medium of Spud. How do you spell potato? S-P-U-D-S. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes, but the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. What is this? What are you doing here, friends? No, none of this. All right? None of... Do you know who I am? I feel weird. That's weird. That is weird. Shade and Sunshine. Whoever's going balls in is getting caught out at the end. Pop a ball in. It's all right. Balls in, bums out. That is what the mankini was invented for. Or the C string. You know? Grow parents that went into saunas and wellness spaces when camping at naturism camps, almost more comfortable naked than I am fully clothed. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. As long as you make sure you cover yourself in sun lotion, nobody wants burnt flappy bits. Do you know what I mean? Nobody wants the burnt flappy bits. Good lord. Thank you very much for gigantifying chat stream there, Jade. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. Got to keep an eye on my phone, friends, because it's Ken week. And there's a million people contacting me about a million things, and that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Didn't find a job yet where I am allowed to walk around naked, though, so still wearing clothing every day. Me. If only, right? Maybe you could go to one, like, get a job at one of those naturism reserves, you know? No, Van can 100% imagine Valen coming outside, giving me a disgusted look and saying, never seen this guy before in my life. Accurate. Friends! 75% of a level 5 hype train. That's bloody ridiculous, friends. It's a bloody Monday. What the fuck are you doing? It's a bloody Monday. Friends, if you've got hype train emotes, could you please throw them out now, as you are already doing. If you've got hype train emotes, could you please throw them out now to say a massive thank you to all those people that subbed, that gifted sub, that threw all those cheeky little bitties out. That's so fucking kind of you. It's a bloody Monday. I got a stuffy nose. I'm knackered. What are you doing? Love the little frog. The ball's in what? Yeah, that wasn't specified. The question was, do you want balls out, balls in? I don't have balls, or potato. Those are your only options. No further clarification will be given. No further clarification. I know Van off the internet. Kill Bill siren plays and the door set in again. Bolt shut. I mean, Astra, you cheeky devil. First of all, Mavis Moonlight, come here, cheeky devil. What do you like claiming cheeky kisses, you cheeky individual, you? Oh, we had a 46% split. What do you prefer? Balls in, balls out. I don't have balls, or potato. 46% of you voted for balls in. 46% of you voted for potato. 6% of you voted for balls out. And 2% of you voted for I don't have balls. Balls in potato. I feel like the starchy goodness would make them all the better. Honestly. Balls in potato. That's it. 46, 117. No. 234 people voted for balls in potato. I hope at the very least it is a mildly cooled baked potato. I would not want to put my balls into a raw potato, nor would I want it to be a fresh baked potato. All right? A baked potato or mashed potato? I feel like a baked potato that had been left to cool for a while would be a good one, because the skin of the baked potato could cup them nicely. Just a little cupping of the potato testicles. Yes. Just a little cupping. Just a little cupping. Yes, little cupping. Oh, Jesus. I ended up wearing parts of my Devil's Parlor costume from last year out in public in Preston this weekend. It just gone. I love that. I love that, Dr. K. I love this. This is a great call. Oh, it's Chunk. I thought my front door went. I was like, what the fuck? Somebody's walked in my house. But it was Chunk. It was Chunk. It's all good. For those people that don't know, the reason why I'm sat like this, first of all, I like to change angles. But second of all, the rest of this room is covered in stuff. I have got 2 crates of fucking sex toys that are out for the Cumbola. For those people that don't know, we're doing a Cumbola. Ken. There's like cardboard Valen there. There's a bag full of fucking floggers. There's loads of shit that I need to take to the venue on Thursday, all right? But one of the curtains...
Subscribed. Most kind.
Balls in deep. Just the balls. Just the balls are in deep. The mat is already at the venue. The mat covered in my face is already at the venue. But we take like loads of bits of my actual just house. We take bits of my house to the venue to do stuff. So the curtains that usually go behind, you know, the like red with the gold pattern curtains that you see behind me when I'm streaming and stuff like that. One of those is gone because I use one of those for the changing room, so that somebody has a nice little bit of privacy. Do you know what I mean? While they're getting changed and stuff like that. So as a result, I can't have the whole thing that way around. Can you? Oh my god. How did, in nearly 10 years of doing Ken, how have I never ever heard that? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Thank you very much for giving that sub to Kenu. Jesus Christ. Yeah, one of those curtains is gone. So I've got one curtain closed, and Chunk just came into the other room and he stood there in his boxers doing a sexy little dance for me, which is what I cackled at. All right? Zergjerk, thank you very much for giving that sub to Balls in Deep. And Milky Pork, thank you very much for giving a sub to Kenu. Balls in Deep. And Kenu. My lordy. My lordy. I have inscribed your name upon the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But god damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? Astra, 4 minutes ago, redeemed show dono with speech. You can see the dono. But the channel points demand that I talk about the donation goal. Now, you've all been very kind to me already. We had a level 5 hype train, okay? There is no obligation or expectation to ever donate. Ever. Or subscribe or throw bits. There is no obligations or things. I want to say that nice and early because you people have been real fucking kind to me, all right? The donation goal is to repay me for boiler repair costs. My boiler's on its way out, friends. My boiler's on its way out. After TwitchCon is done, there is a good chance that we'll be doing like the step-by-step sections of like, here's the donation goal, this is the reward you get at the end of the donation goal, in order to buy me a new boiler, because I need a new boiler before winter comes. All right, I need to fucking do that, but I can't afford it at the moment, so that'll be what'll be happening after TwitchCon. This was for temporary boiler repairs to keep my boiler working until I can get a new boiler, because it's fucked. This money I had available, which was great, but it was in a pot for something else entirely, and naturally I had to pull it out of that pot to pay for the boiler repairs. So this is basically repaying that pot of money so that I can actually do that. So that's what the current thing is for. I can't remember what the reward was or anything. I can't remember. My brain is goo. You people are just fucking, oh my god, you're just too fucking awesome. But that is what the current donation. I didn't blink. My eyes were dry as fuck because I was not blinking. I was not blinking. Ali Wallace. How's that? Didn't fucking matter, did it? Didn't fucking matter. So wait, Alec is a weeping angel? The most generous weeping angel there is fucking out there. Oh my god. I love when people who can are generous. Tanuska, honestly, I'm gonna put Alec Wallace on a bit of a fucking spotlight here. I know that he hates it, but still. Alec Wallace is unreasonably fucking kind. Unreasonably fucking kind. And a little while ago, they opened up and they said, I know that I can, and I know that not everybody can do it, so I do it for those people that can't do it. I donate for those people that can't donate when they want to, you know? And that fucking humbled me to the fucking ground. Just absolutely. I was just like, that is so fucking... In a world where selfishness is rife and people are looking out for themselves because there's so much shit that's going on. There's so much shit that's going on. People need to look after themselves, need to protect themselves, need to just, you know, cover their own asses before everything. Do you know what I mean? To have people like Alec Wallace, like Zabadian as well, who are able to be that selfless gives me fucking hope. It gives me such hope for the humanity. I am a nauseating optimist. I think that eventually, like, it'll all be all right in the end. And if it's not all right, it's not the end. That was the thing that my dad used to say to me on a weekly fucking basis. In fact, a daily basis in some circumstances. And he always said that to me. And I was like, all right, that is my fucking motto. It'll all be all right in the end. If it's not all right, it's not the end. You know? And I agree with that. I do agree with that. It'll be all right in the end. But times get real fucking hard at times. Do you know what I mean? When nasty people are in charge of very powerful countries and shit like that, and growing in power and shit like that, it's hard to have faith in humanity. It's hard to have faith in humanity. And then people like Alec Wallace come along. People like Zabadian come along, where they don't ask for anything. They don't ask for anything. They know that other people can't do it but want to do it, and they're like, "Cool, you can't do it but you want to do it. I'll do it on your behalf. I'll do it in place of you." And Zabadian with like gifting subscriptions but never actually like buying themselves a subscription to a channel. Like just
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
That's my emotions noise. That's my emotions noise. Jam gifting us up to Netflix. Thank you for gifting us up to Netflix. Now, not only am I subscribed to Netflix, but they're subscribed to me. Fucking hell. Oh my god, Alec Wallace. Oh, thank you. Thank you, you beautiful being. Thank you so much for replenishing my fucking pot of money. Just thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That will help me in doing fun things in TwitchCon. Woo! Oh my fuck. Ah, you people. Ah, Jesus Christ. A little, that just... Get Chojiaki Michi, I believe that's how you pronounce your name. You redeemed a cheeky kiss. Come here, cheeky devil. What do you like claiming cheeky kisses? Astra, thank you very much for redeeming show dono with speech. There's the dono. There was the speech. And guess what, friends? There's no need to donate any more money because Alec Wallace has been fucking so kind again. So unbelievably fucking kind. God damn it. Thank you very much. You beautiful bastard. How's it going, that Sarah Green? How you doing, you beautiful individual? I'm trying to catch up with chat. I'm getting there, steadily but surely. Jam has asked a sex education question. I'll get to that in a moment as well. They've got news on the fishes. They had babies overnight. Huzzah, Sarah Green. Love to see it. Love to see it. Being comfortable naked came from life experiences for me too. Less so family, more so social weirdness. Love that. Love that. Would be incredible. Makes such a huge difference to me when I can see where someone looks like before you go for the first time. Yeah, Rowan Rose. In which case, that makes it worthwhile. That makes it worthwhile. Oh, somebody asked, I can't remember who it was. Somebody asked whether the Kumbola will be cash only. We're trying to make it card. We're trying to make it card only. We're trying to make everything cashless because I fucking hate cash. I hate it so much. So we're trying to make it all cardless, cashless. But I don't know whether it's going to be possible with the machines that we've got. I don't know whether it's going to be possible with the machines that we've got. If we can get it, then we will do it. If we can't, then we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do, you know? Guess it's time to renew my passport so I can try and make it to the 10th. Oh, the 10th anniversary of Ken? Yeah, Alec. If you can, that'd be fucking excellent. That would be so fucking cool. Do you know what we need to start doing? I need to remember to mods. Could you put something in there for my things to do? Can you put reminder? Remind Valen that you need to speak to hotels about seeing if we can get a discount rate for Ken guests. If I can get a discount rate for Ken guests, that'd be really fucking cool. That'd be really cool. Be like, hey, within these hotels, you can get a discount rate. Do you know what I mean? Or within this branch of hotels or what have you. That'd be really cool. Make it a little bit easier for those people that are traveling from further afield. Do you know what I mean? Jam and I posted something. One of us was more useful. Oh, God, what did you put? Oh, Eris Ptolemy, are you still here? Thank you very much for saying that in the thing. Semba, thank you very much for that. Jamdra, thank you very much for that. And Nibir, thank you very much for that. Oh my lordy. Yeah, if I could get like a discount rate, because the thing was, I never really approached hotels before, because I use a hotel for all of our performers and stuff, all of our shows, the performers, you know, that come perform for me. But if we could get, like, I never really considered how many people travel for Ken, but actually there's quite a lot of people that do. There's quite a lot of people that do. And if we can get discount rates for it, that would be really cool. That would be pretty fucking awesome. But yeah, I can't remember who was asking about the Kumbola. So for those people that don't know, the Kumbola itself, as in a tombola, we don't normally do shit like that. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're about. However, I was given 2 crates of old merchandise from like a 1990s sex shop. It was like, I think it was the early 2000s that they decided to sell everything. And they had this stuff in fucking storage. And don't worry, it's all been checked to make sure that it's all like still of good quality and stuff like that. But I've got 2 crates of old sex toys. And we were like, right, cool. Let's do a Kumbola. And then we're going to give a percentage of the Kumbola to the Survivors Trust. So anything that we make off the Kumbola, we'll put a percentage of that to the Survivors Trust, which is a charity that raises money to help the survivors of rape and sexual abuse, which is very, very important to my personal ethics and stuff like that. So yeah. Kumbola, strangest picture in my head, and I don't like them. Well, the reason why we called it a Kumbola, because first of all, it's an erotic cabaret, and second of all, the way that you win is by getting tickets that end in 6 or 9. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we, right? Why wouldn't we? Kumbola, barely know her. How you doing, non-Byron? How's it going? Forgotten, Ken, you were talking about how many Kens you did. Yes, thank you very much for thinking that. Yeah, I think it was about 11 or 12 Kens over the past 10 years. Well, over the past 9 years so far. Oh, I'm so congested. Excuse the snorting, friends. Truly a glorious being. Love them to bits. Yeah, Eris. 100%. 100%. 12 Kens in 10 years. Sounds like a typo. Makes me swag. Fully aware that 2 a year you guys did. We used to do 2 a year, but they're just so much work. And do you know what it comes down to, Jam? It comes down to like a lot of the behind the scenes stuff is just so much fucking work. When I can afford to hire somebody to just pick up loads of the slack, I'll do more than 2. When I can afford to do the beginning bit where I do all the creative shit and book all the performers and do all those bits and pieces, give the middle bit to somebody else of all the organization shit, all the social media, all the other bits and pieces, give that to someone else, and then just do the end bit. When I can give the hard work to someone else, I will do 2 a year again. You know, that's exactly it. That is it, right? There we go. Renar, hello, you beautiful being. How's it going? Just looked at the website tickets and wow, that's such a reasonable price. Yeah, Tanuska, we get one of the big comments that we get about our tickets prices is that it's interesting because the local area, everyone thinks it's like about right. Do you know what I mean? Anybody who travels outside from anyone from like Manchester, Birmingham, like the Scotland area, like Edinburgh or like London or what have you, they're like, these tickets are cheap as shit because they're so used to the tickets of some of the big events that happen over there. And no shade on those events at all. I fucking love going to those events and stuff, but it's a different dynamic. It's a different scenario. And we also want to make our event as accessible as possible. Not only as accessible as possible for neurodiversities and physical disabilities, well, I'd say, yeah, disabilities in general, to be fair. Also to different genders, different sexualities, different people of all different ages, you know, obviously 18 plus. We want to make it as accessible as possible as well to people's wallets, you know? So we try and keep it as cheap as possible. And there is a constant ongoing discussion between me and the team where they're like, we could afford to be more expensive than this. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to be more expensive than this. I don't want it to be. We obviously have to keep in line with like inflation and stuff like that. And obviously our performers, if their prices go up for whatever reason, then our prices have to go up for thingies. But we do our absolute best to make it as cheap as possible, you know? If Scottish people are calling you cheap, then you're very cheap. Oh my god. No, like the people that like do like Edinburgh and stuff like that, you know, it gets better, it gets expensive in those areas. And I know that the show that we do is amazing. Because I'm arrogant as fuck and I won't put on a shit show. I just won't do it. So I know that the quality of the cabaret is fucking excellent. And I know that we could probably charge more, but I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to. I want people to be able to afford it. I want to be affordable luxury. That was Lilia who helps me fucking keep on track. She does all the admin shit that I just struggle with, and like tracking sales reports and shit like that. All of that nitty gritty, really important stuff that I just don't know how to fucking do. Yeah, Lilia keeps me on track with all of that stuff, and she coined the phrase affordable luxury, and I really like that. I like that. It's luxury that is available to everybody, apart from bigots. Bigots can fuck off. Bigots can fuck off and suck a dick. You know what I mean? You know? Hello, Arrays. How you doing? How's it going? What's up, Van? Everyone's doing good and having a wonderful time. I'm a bit sniffly because I've been in a dusty area all night, but it's all good. Masasia, hello, you cheeky devil. You're wet soaked. Heaven's pissed on you for 20 minutes. The rain is to blame. I do not recommend. Scandalous. Scandalous. How very dare they? The outrage. How you doing, Lynx? How's it going, you cheeky devil? 3 letters was the eventual rule. Okay, cool. I'm catching up with chat. Excuse me. Words are hard. They certainly are, one true cripple. They certainly are. They certainly are. At the best of times. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. Never mind when I'm fucking burping all over the place. Jesus, you know. That was your reaction on Saturday. Good. Good. It deserved that reaction, Rach, to be honest with you. Terrible dad joke. Good lord. Thank you very much for helping non-binary out there, Zebadian. Appreciate that. Never chatted here? Well, according to Ode to Order, according to your thingy, it said you were a first-time chatter. Unless this is your second account. You have come back to us in a new delightful visage. Which is potential. Zebadian, sleep well, you beautiful being. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't appreciate the dad jokes, but I appreciate your presence. You know, welcome on. Oh, I say welcome on in. Go sleep. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Val needs an air purifier. I don't need an air purifier. I need a fucking boiler. Before I get any other luxuries, I need to be able to afford the general central heating of my house, you know? Yeah, I know. Are you drinking enough water? Yeah, I've been drinking all day, so we're good. Drinking water all day, should I say. So it's all good. It's just dust and clag, and the way that the venue is, like, a lot of stuff was, they've done a big tidy up, and which is great because it means that the place looks fucking spotless. All the storage units and stuff look spotless, but it means that they've packed everything at the back of shit, so it was a lot of carrying everything out to put it all back in again to grab like a gazebo that we needed for the photo room and shit like that. So it's been a day of lots of heavy lifting and lots of dust. Just means I end up sounding a little congested, you know. Just loosening a bit up. It's fine. It's all right. It's okay. You know? Feel that shame wash over you? You know it. You know it. No such thing as TMI. God damn it. Not on this channel. Jesus Christ. Right, I'm scrolling down. I'm trying to whip down a wee bit, friends, to try and catch up with chat, because you people are outrageous and beautiful and glorious and just God damn it. Yeah. My little fucking heart. How's it going, Alexander Davenport? How you doing? I am alive. I am indeed alive, buddy. I am indeed. Thank you very much for worrying. And you know what? That goes for all of you beautiful people. Thank you very much for worrying about me while I was ill. Because it was not ever a worry, but it was a pain in the ass. It was a pain in the ass. Aries Ptolemy, are you still here? You are. I want a ghoulie. I want my name to be written on a ghoulie, please. Why? So then you can touch my ghoulies. Oh, Jesus. Wearing these Jack may have committed a lot of points to the balls in potatoes. I have got no qualms with this, Creo. I got no qualms with it. If you want your balls in potatoes, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Right, Jamjar has asked a Schmeck's question. I need to answer that in a moment. Oh yeah, that was Dr. K asking about whether it was cash only. You tried turning it off and on again? What, my boiler? Yes, I have. Many times. The issue that it's having at the moment is every 2 to 3 days, it's losing all of its pressure. So I'm having to go in and repressurize the boiler like every other day. Every 3rd to 4th day, if I'm lucky. You know, today I felt sorry for Chunk, because Chunk had a really early start this morning. He had like a 6 a.m. start or something like that, and I woke up at like 8 a.m. to a text message from Chunk being like, "There's no hot water," which means that he wasn't able to get a fucking shower this morning before he started work. So the words. Wow, come on, you can do words. So yeah, so I managed to repressurize the boiler again, but I was just like, oh god. Do boilers ever go pop? I don't think they... it is possible. It is possible to burst a boiler. Yes, it is possible for a boiler to explode. But there are the amount of safety measures that are in place, even on like dodgy boilers and stuff like that, like my own. That I think the reason why the pressure keeps going down to 0 is because the pressure builds up, hits that safety mark, and then just pushes all the pressure out and goes back down to 0 again. You know, that was what the boiler man was telling me. He was like, this valve is like working overtime because this thing isn't working, but it's not likely to explode. It's more likely to just go back down to 0 and lose all of its water pressure. You know what I mean? But it is theoretically, it is possible. Touch wood, it never happens to me. You know. Entertain messing around with PNG Tuber and just reacted perfectly to Valen's sub-speech. Made me giggle. I love that. I love that. Right, okay. I'm about 20 minutes behind in chat. I'm gonna whip down, scroll down, all of the claps, all of the egos. Thank you very much for all the egos for Alec Wallace there. I really appreciate that. So I know the people who want to, so I do it for them. Alec, again, just thank you so much, you beautiful being. I appreciate that. Valen gets transported back to the Dark Ages and gets trialed for being a kinky witch. You know it. You know, let's not even lie about it. If we went back to the fucking Dark Ages, I would 100% be burned at the stake for existing. They'd be like, nah. Don't know whether you're a warlock or a whorelock, but but yes. Can I do that? Can I be a smut peddler and a whorelock, please? Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. I need that. I need that. Filth Wizard and Horlock.
Pander to my ego. Pander to it. Pander to it.
The Filth Wizard, the Smut Summoner, the Horlock. It's Valen Vane.
It's Valen Vane, the Filth Wizard, the Smut Summoner, the Horlock. It's Valen Vane. Let me write those down because that's fucking excellent. I love that. Where was it? Here. That's fun. Have a think. I'll see if I can get some more D&D classes in there for sheer shits and giggles, alright? Peddle something! Exactly. The Smut Peddler. It's like a tinkerer, but of smut, right? Being able to... Where was I? Sweet things they do, wasn't it? Just... yeah. And do you know what? I have to say, Alec... I'm going to take a moment because people... I'm at the point of chat where people are just sending lots of love your way because of how generous you are. I aspire to... Like, if I ever get to a point where I am making enough money to have money spare, I aspire to be like you. I aspire to be like you. To be able to give in a way like you do, where you know that other people want to give but can't, so you step up and do that. And I really... I admire that so much. I admire that so much. So thank you. Again. Not only for being so unbelievably generous, but also for being quite inspirational. Ooh. Ooh, a little pang of emotion there. Oh, good luck. There it was. There it was. Being able to and actually following through are two different things. That hats off to Alec was. Yeah, Grito, 100%. 100%. Yeah, for sure. I I think humanity has been restored this year from a fundraiser at my mum's work. So raise funds for a powered chair. So everyone is so lovely. Yes, very much so. Very much so, Mavis. And we love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Absolutely. Jam and I are posing something. Yeah, this is useful. Ken Con. Do you know what? Dr. K, I would genuinely love to make Ken a weekender. I would love to be in a position where I could make Ken into an entire weekend, where we could literally do like a market during the day, and then like an evening event, like a daytime event, then an evening event, like do some I would genuinely love to make Ken into a full weekender. That would be fucking excellent. That would be so much fun. And then, of course, make it a street party. Close off the road. That kind of thing. It might be worth seeing if... Excuse me. It takes me 5 hours by train. Jesus Christ, Wild Squeak. That is wild. You're putting the wild in your name there. That is wild. Might be worth it if Premier Inn would work with you as accessible rooms that are pretty darn close to the venue. Yeah, I've been using Travelodge quite a bit. And though I will be interested to see what the accessible rooms are like, because this is the first time that I've booked an accessible room for a Travelodge, because one of our performers is a wheelchair user, which I'm very excited by. I'm very, very excited. I've been trying to like get her to perform for us for, well, fucking hell, since I discovered her about 6 years ago. Her name is Little Peaches. Do I have the Instagram announcement of Little Peaches? Can I show it on stream? Yes, I can. Because this is TOS safe. This is Little Peaches. Oh, hello. There we go. This is Little Peaches. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna... Gonna fucking do this over here because I'm gonna be sitting here for the next couple of days, so I may as well stretch it out a little. There we go. Little Peaches is a phenomenal burlesque dancer who uses a wheelchair, and they're just excellent. They're just really, really fucking good, really cool. And I have been wanting to have Little Peaches perform for us for years. Literally years, to have them play for perform for us, to have her perform for us, and she's absolutely fantastic and glorious. Unfortunately, the old stage that we had, the stage that we used to have, was like 3 feet high, but they tore that stage out, so we have a completely different stage now, and this stage I can actually put ramps with. So we can actually get ramps up to the stage and up to the dressing room area, because we changed where the dressing room area is now as well. So we're able to facilitate far more accessibility within our performance space as well, not only within the guest space, which I'm really, really happy about. Really, genuinely, it's been as much as it's been a pain in the fucking hoop today, trying to organize everything and find out where we're going to put everything and how everything's going to fit and all that jazz. It's been great to be able to facilitate more. It's great for the future of being able to facilitate more accessibility within our stages, within our performances as well, you know. So yeah, very excited for that. Very, very excited for this. And stuff, you know. Grime and fluff. Grime and fluff. Not the brain. How you doing? How's it going? How's it going? Thanks for waiting. Yeah, still here. Had to make a fast start. No, you do your thing. You do your thing. No issues at all by any stretch of imagination, Eris. As always, your life must always confess. You know what I mean? Keep track of the number of guests, the guys called Ken that you've done. Well, I guess that has to be a fetish for somebody. You know, it's fetish for Barbie. Do you not hear, Astra? Do you not hear? Yeah. Edinburgh is spicy. It certainly can be. Yeah, for sure. For sure. McSteffels and I found a fucking gorgeous hotel that was just like tucked out of the way. It was fucking beautiful. I'd love to go back. Love to go back. But yeah, everything's just pricey. Everything's just pricey. And don't reward them with a dick to suck. This is true. This is very true. Love me some luxury. I'm all about it. All about that. London is ridiculous. Events cost a considerable amount more than towns and cities in the north. Very, very true. Very, very true. But even like people like that come over from like Manchester and stuff like that are all they say the same sort of thing. Which is, again, all that it says is that like when people turn around to me and say Ken is extremely cheap for an event of this caliber, all that I think is people are getting their value for money. Do you know what I mean? It's like I think the price is well, the price is what it is because it means that we can pay for everything we need to pay for. And if we end up getting a little bit afterwards, even better. Even fucking better. But if we can facilitate that, what we do, and people still think, oh my god, this is such value for money, then I think it's worthwhile, you know? You know? Amazed at the amount of dust I managed to accumulate today. Required me to have a second shower of the day. Right after stream, I'll be doing exactly the same thing. I will be doing exactly the fucking same thing. How's it going, Alenzana? How you doing? The lurgy has more or less left my system. More or less left my system. A little bit congested, but I think that's more down to the dust of prepping the venue today more than anything else. No worries, the question was tongue-in-cheek. What was the question? The Ask a Valinus Schmeck's question, Jam Brain. What is a sex dungeon? I'm asking mostly spinning of the discussion of Ken. Does it always feature in a basement or a cave dwelling? Do they differ in places, like Ken, to private places? Yes, they do, Jamja. I know that you know this already. But I'll answer your question. I will answer your question. A sex dungeon. Well, to be fair, there's a difference between a sex dungeon and a BDSM dungeon. That needs to be differed. A sex dungeon is, funnily enough, where people have sex. Usually on some kind of dungeon equipment. You've got St. Andrew's crosses. You've got crucifixes. You've got chairs of various different styles and harnesses and bits and pieces. There's a lot of variety of different things that go into it. The best actually show that I can tell you, the best way to discover the variety of something like sex dungeons is How to Build a Sex Room. Because as much as that TV series was tongue-in-cheek and very, very scripted, so unbelievably scripted, it did show a large variety of different sexual dynamics, different relationship dynamics, different ways in which people enjoy things, different personal tastes on stuff. That was a really, really cool. I really enjoyed the series. Didn't enjoy the scripted bullshit. Didn't enjoy the Americanization humor, but I enjoyed the variety. I enjoyed what they represented and what they featured within that TV show. In regards to what we have in Ken, it's very much a BDSM dungeon. It's a dungeon for people to come and tantalize each other, but not have sex. No sex will be allowed in the dungeon. And actually, the dungeon's bigger this time. So before we had like quite a compact dungeon because it was the only real place that we could put a dungeon. But now we have the because of the change in the entire fucking the entire fucking place, the way that we've changed the entire venue around, the dungeon is much bigger. There's like so much more space, so much more room for activities, you know. And there's actually an area now that people can like sit and watch if they'd like to sit and watch, which we couldn't do in the old dungeon. So yeah, it's cool. I'm excited to see what guests make of it, because as much as me and the team are quite excited by it and it looks really cool, and I'm very excited to see what, like, how it all plays out, literally. I am also intrigued as to what the guests think, what people think, what our DMs from Donimation think as to like the new layout and stuff. You know, what was the answer about the Kumbola versus cash only? The answer to the Kumbola thing, we're trying to make it both cash and card. If I can make it just card, I'd rather just make everything card, but I don't think I'm going to be able to work that out in the next 3 days as to how to get it to be just card. So, I bought a new card machine. Like, I bought a brand new card machine so we can have one on the door and then one on the Kumbola. I'm probably going to end up needing a third and fourth card machine for the more events that we do and stuff like that, but escalation things. Just card also isn't accessible for everyone. Good point. It is. That's true. I just hate cash so much. I hate cash so fucking much. But you are right. You are right. Some people really struggle with like card payments and shit like that, or don't have card payments and stuff. Some people prefer not to have certain things pop up on their bank statements. Yeah, that's true. Though I think all of our stuff just pops up as Cult of Vane, which I suppose then could be associated. Maybe we could see if that we could change that. Okay. Yeah, no, touche. Or does it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says Cult of Vane. But I suppose that's easily Googleable. Although saying that, if they Google Cult of Vane, they're going to get all of our other... They're not going to get Ken stuff. They'll get... like the Devil's Parlor and the old club nights we used to do back in the day. So in answer to your question, Dean, there will definitely be cash options, but if I can make it card as well, then I'll make it card as well. You know, will you take my jar of nickels? Only in GBP. I will take your jar of pennies. No, I won't take you. Please don't bring me a jar of pennies. Please, for the love of God, don't bring me a jar of pennies. Fucking hate cash. I hate it so much. It's so inconvenient. I suppose it's very convenient for other people. For me, in my life, in my existence, I fucking hate cash. I personally find it extremely inconvenient. Have you tried playing Queen and David Bowie on loop to show your boiler? No, I have not. Because Under Pressure is not what they are about. Pushing down on me and you. My friend's onesie exploded in a tattoo studio recently. Was wild. Luckily, it was overnight, so nobody was in there. That is very, very good wild squeak. But also, that was it perchance a really old boiler? Because a lot of the old ones are real fucking like temperamental. That's the reason why the government at the moment, at least in the UK, the government are offering free boiler grants. They will replace your boiler if it's over 15 years old. If it's over 15 years old, they will you will literally either replace it for free or give you the money to replace it for free. You know, give you the money to replace it, should I say. Typoed fuck it. It's all good. I got what you meant. A boiler losing pressure probably isn't the boiler itself failing. However, plumbers love to sell us new boilers. Loss of pressure, either a pipe leak or a faulty pressure leak. To be fair, Max, as much as I would normally agree with you, my boiler guy is fucking excellent. My boiler guy is always... will do everything to give me all of my options and make my own decision. Like when the boiler recently broke, for example, he was like, okay, these are the things that are broken that I'm going to have to replace. These things are on their way out. If you want to replace them, you can do. This is what it's going to cost. But there are other things that are in the process of failing. This is the cost of a new boiler. At like basic landlord capabilities, this is the cost of a boiler if you wanted it with 10-year warranty and stuff. He's really, really good. And do you know what? Completely agree with you. The vast majority of like tradesmen, for example, when it comes to like plumbers and electricians and stuff like that, take everything they say with a pinch of salt. Take everything they say with a pinch of salt. It's only through extended, like, using this guy in particular that I got his contact details from my dad, who like owns a couple of properties, who was like, my dad was an architect, and his properties are his fucking retirement plan, because he was self-employed and therefore no retirement plan. So he was like, this guy, he'll do you right. And through experience and time with him, I'm like, yeah, he's good. He is really, really good. He takes the time to explain everything to me, to explain why things are doing what they're doing, and explains all of my options with the price associates. But also, I think the thing that makes me trust him the most was like the fact, one of the things that he suggested that I replace recently was like, this is something that you can replace. This is how much it's going to cost for me to do it. But if you ring up the boiler people directly, they'll be able to do it for cheaper, because they've got a special offer on for people that have their boilers. So as much as, yeah, it's getting me out of work, they'll be able to do it for like 100 quid cheaper. I wouldn't be able to get that part for that amount of money, so I'd have to cost you more. And it's that shit that makes me go, well, you're trustworthy. I want to use you as often as possible because I have faith in you looking out for me, you know? That kind of thing. But overall, definitely, Max. Completely agree. Oh, look, it's doing it to me as well, chat. It's doing it to me. It's refreshing my chat. You can see it here. Joined channel Valen Vane. I am channel Valen Vane. What do you mean joined channel Valen Vane? Oh my god. You know, so it's evidently a thing across the entirety of Twitch there. I have a different theory. You'd be probably better in playing the British version of Rasputin, to be honest. Rah Rasputin. Lover of the Russian Queen. That one. The Horlock and their filth wizardry. Exactly. All those Horlocks and their filth wizardries. The Butt Barbarian. The Bard of Brats. The Cleric of Cum. What do you mean? What do you mean, cleric? Surely it's Cumlick. The Cumlick. Demonstration and marketing them big parties with themes of outfits. Yeah, right. Ken's Bizarre Bazaar. They've got the Birmingham Bizarre Bazaar. I don't think I'd feel comfortable taking the Bizarre Bazaar. The BBB, the Birmingham Bizarre Bazaar, would spend a fair amount of money. That's what we'd be interested in doing. Excuse me, but I have got a deal with the team about not making it into a weekender until like we can make it a viable ongoing thing. And what I mean by viable ongoing thing is that we actually make some money as opposed to just covering our expenses, you know. ValenCon, KenCon. Yeah, I was about to say ValenCon has been an idea for a very long time, because if you were the crafters and I threatened Valen we'd have a crocheting crafting table at such an event. Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Oh god, not a crafting table. None of my conventions, god damn it. Use Premier Inn's accessible rooms. They are grand. Never had the Travelodge ones, so I'm interested to find out what they're like. I'll feedback. I will feedback as soon as I get information from Peaches. Everyone can make jewelry with cute names and phrases on them. Cuteness in one of my events? Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Used to work at a Premier Inn for 7 years. The accessible rooms are brilliant. Yeah. Does anybody know what the Travelodge ones are like? That's fantastic. Thanks for being such an ally to the table community. One true gribble, I do my best. I try to be an ally to everybody because I know that I am a cisgender white man. And therefore, I have so much fucking privilege. I have so much privilege. For sure. So I do my best. I do my best to, to be as an ally to as many of the disenfranchised as possible, because as much as I don't ever want to speak for anybody, if I can represent them in my events, if I can repeat their words with my privilege, then maybe their lives will be a little bit different. Maybe their lives will be a little bit better. You know, do what I can. But thank you very much for saying that, One True Couple. I appreciate that. Sent file an example of what I meant. Bag of dicks. They were really cool. I have to say, they were very, very cool. I did enjoy those. I still got them upstairs. None of them are full of lipsels anymore, but I still have them. Oh. Missing Twitch for a while due to lack of internet. Oh no, not the brain. How did you survive without the internet? How did you survive? Good lord. Arcana, how you doing, you beautiful bean? Feel like so had to be scripted to avoid being taken off the platform. That's probably fair. To be fair, Jam Jam. That's probably fair. BDSM? All about them honeys? Definitely. That is it. Save the B's. And the D's and the S's and the M's. Yeah, for sure. Would be great to attend one of your events one day. If I'm in the area. If you're ever in the area. I will say, not the brain, a lot of people travel. The furthest, and this is mind-boggling to me, the furthest that someone has traveled for a Ken event, and it wasn't just Ken, I will say, it wasn't just Ken. They were in the area for a variety of different reasons, and while they were here, they were like, oh, I'll go to Ken. So we had somebody from Hong Kong. They were doing, I can't remember, it was a tour. I think they were a model, if I remember correctly. And they were doing a tour of the UK. And they were like, oh, well, I'm here. I'll go to Ken. So, yeah, it was wild. Ken has no sex, but they do sell afternoon teas. Oh, Max. Max. Oh, that is brilliant. It upsets me that is so brilliant. You know. Most people have card on their phones. Yeah. I have a card on my phone because it's just so fucking easier. But Tanushka is entirely right that just having cashless things is not always accessible as well. Some people have like a specific set of money that they'll take out every month as their budget, their personal spend budget and shit like that, you know. Or as Sembar said, not having certain things show up on their bank statements, which is entirely fair as well. Bear with me 2 seconds. Cool. Just lots of Ken stuff. Lots of Ken stuff. One of the I think, what was tonight's announcement? Because this is the last week in the run up to Ken. Every day we have a new announcement. Instagram. Oh, it was the Ask for Angela thing. So we do Ask for Angela, and we like to feature that as well. Let everyone know. Those people that don't know, Ask for Angela is I think it was originally run by the police in the UK. I can't remember. Maybe it was somewhere else. But it's effectively a safeguarding thing for our guests. Because as much as Ken is a very, very safe environment, and we try and make it as safe as possible, run by the police through clubs and pubs, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Which is effectively, if somebody is in a sticky situation, if they're in a difficult position where they're with somebody that they don't want to be with, or somebody's making them feel awkward, or somebody's following them, or what have you, they can go to the bar staff and be like, hey, can I speak to Angela, please? And the bar staff will be like, cool, no worries. Come with me. We'll get you, we'll take you. And basically, they take that person away from the situation, find out what's going on, and deal with the person in as subtle a way as possible, so as to not put that individual in any trouble or danger or what have you. Get the victim of the situation away from the perpetrator as quickly as possible and get that perpetrator getting the fuck out of there as quickly as possible. You know, this thing where people ask for an angel shot. Yeah. In the UK, it's ask for Angela. So yeah, go to the bar. Excuse me, can I speak to Angela? Yeah, no worries. Come with me. Who do we need to kick out? Let's get him. Fucking hell. Get those bouncers out there. You know? We have a guy who withdraws cash at work and spends hundreds on stuff. Drives me up the wall, having to count it all out and then process it. God, yeah, I can imagine. But like you say, like Tanushka was talking, is like sometimes being able to take out the physical cash is a way that somebody keeps in control of their budgets and stuff like that. Because it's like, I have £100 to spend on myself this month for food and bits and pieces, blah, blah, blah. Then they take the money out and then they can't spend any more than that money, and then they keep track of it that way. I definitely spend more than I need, that I should spend a lot of the time when I've got everything's just through through card, excuse me, you know. But I also just fucking hate cash. I hate it so much. It's just such a faff. Now that I'm so used to spending on card as well, you know. Oh my lordy, Amy Samisu. Hello, could I get a shout out for Amy Samisu, please? I'd really appreciate that. Hello, you beautiful bean. Apple Pay for everything or bust. I hate Apple as a company, but similar sort of thing with like Google Wallet. You know what I mean? Google Wallet. No one else, just the jar on the stage. Oh my lordy. Deeply frustrating watching a lot of plumbers scratch their heads about boiler issues when I know what's wrong, but they don't want to hear it. I can imagine. You're not the professional, not the brain, so you know. People go check out my dear friend Amy Samisu. Ooh, how are you enjoying Claire Obscure? Expedition 33. If you're still here, you might have gone into lurk mode, but please, people, go check out Amy Samisu. They are absolutely fucking glorious. They are part of my wonderful stream team. They stream a whole lot of variety of different games. They've been playing, they were playing Metal Gear Solid a little while ago. They've been playing through Tears of the Kingdom and through Kingdom Hearts at the moment. So quite a variety of different games, but they are wonderful and glorious. They are fucking hilarious and chaotic as shit. And if that's your vibe, then you will love them. Because I do. They're fucking great. They're fucking great. Twitch is having issues. Yeah. The bratting. All of the bratting. Oh, my lordy. Hey, Alexander Griffin. How you doing? Can I also get a shout out for Hey, Alexander Griffin as well, please? I would very much appreciate that as well. The Bard of Brats is actually brilliant. Like the Pied Piper of Hamelin. Oh, my lord. Look at this. Look at this new profile picture. Oh, my lordy. Hello. Look at you, you exquisite individual. I like this new profile picture of yours, Alexandra. Oh, my lordy. Hello. Wonderful. Exquisite. People, go check out Alexandra Griffin. They are making their way through Outer Wilds at the moment. They do a whole load of crafting and stuff. And they also play Love and Deep Space. Do you still play Love and Deep Space on stream? Do you still play Love and Deep Space? I know that Love and Deep Space, they've just updated the main storyline for 2 of the characters, if I remember correctly. The reason why I'm not massively into like mobile games or like gacha games and stuff like that, but I keep on tracker. I keep like up to date with Love and Deep Space because somebody very close to me is, first of all, fucking loves it, and I love their enthusiasm for it. But second of all, it's a Chinese game that is written by women. It's a romantic game that is written by women about men. And lots of very toxic men get really, really angry with the game because of what good examples of being men these characters are. They are great examples of being men. Looking after each other. Taking care of each other. actually asking and being interested in the other person's things, buying them little treats. They've got this whole thing of like a period tracker for people with with uteruses, and like you'll be greeted by one of the characters being like, I think your period is due to start like any day now, but don't worry, I've managed to get some chocolate in, and I've got some pads and stuff ready, so hopefully you'll be covered. Like little things like that. It is very much a microtransaction game. The game itself is free, from what I understand. The game itself is free, and there are microtransactions in it, but you can do a certain amount without any microtransactions by any stretch of the imagination. And yeah, it's a very good example of what men should be, or what potential romantic partners should be. And I think it's really, really interesting, mainly because of how many toxic men are getting real fucking angry about it, but also B, how many of the players, and this isn't just women, this is women, non-binary individuals, trans individuals, but also like I know that there's a large portion of men that play the game because they want to know what their wife is into, or they play the game because they love the interactions, about how good an example these are for men, or stuff like that. But how many people are like leaving their relationships because they realize how badly they're being treated by their significant other? Like, it doesn't, the game itself never ever says anything. It doesn't like encourage you to do any of that shit or anything like that, all right? It does not all, but just purely from realization, how many individuals have been playing these games being like, do you know what, I really wish that my partner would just pay me a little bit more attention, you know, would actually listen when I'm talking to them, would actually like not feel icky about like the fact that I have periods because I can't fucking control my period. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. It helps people recognize the person is worth more than I'm all for it. Yeah. And that's exactly it. I think having played this game, I think I am worth more than what I am currently getting. You know? Tanushka, it's called Love and Deep Space, and it should be available on app stores on your, I believe it's like a phone game, but you can play it on like tablets and shit like that. You know what I mean? Wine or not wine? It's entirely up to you, Dean. I will never ever say whether you should or should not drink. What I will always say though is my personal preference is to not drink when I'm in a bad headspace. I've set my own personal boundary. I only drink when I'm in a good headspace. If I'm in a good headspace, I'm all for it, because alcohol is an accentuant. If I'm in a bad headspace, then I do not drink, because I have been there and it was bad. It was bad. I drink when I'm feeling okay at the moment, then by all means indulge in a little glass, a little tipple. For a cider over wine. Oh Jesus, I can't stand cider. Can't stand cider. But yeah, it's called Love and Deep Space. I am not in any way, shape, or form sponsored. I don't even play the fucking game. All right? I will just say that the reason why I keep on top of this game is, first of all, because, like I said, someone very, very close to me plays it, and I love their excitement. I live for their excitement for the game, and they tell me all about it. But also, like, I live for toxic men being angry because a game is a better example of manhood than they are. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? How's it going, Persephone? Hello, you beautiful bean. How you doing? How's it going? The baby-eating Bishop of Bath and Wells. Razorder, I am a colossal pervert. Animal, vegetable, or mineral, I'll do anything to anything. Is a brat just a bard with dyslexia? Maybe. Maybe. Like a thespian is a lesbian with a lisp. Follow you around doing crochet? No. Oh, good lord, no. Crochet is your thing? Fucking A. Love that. But it's not my thing. Not my thing at all. Actually looking forward to being me and being out again. Devil's Parlor was the first night that I'd been out by myself, not hiding behind hyper femme outfits and makeup. Daft as it sounds, no, it doesn't sound daft at all. I will not know what it is like to be a trans individual, to be not the gender I was assigned at birth, but I know many people that do, and I fully understand that. Hiding behind what you think you should be versus what you actually are. Completely get that. Completely get that. Hope to get to see the lovely self someday, maybe. Someday, maybe. See how Max is feeling. You know what I mean? I would love to meet Max someday, just generally. You know? Bag of Dicks reminds me of when Cards Against Humanity did an expansion called Box of Holiday Bullshit in 2014 with some money going into charity. Turns out they sent anyone buying it a box of actual bullshit. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. I know that Cards Against Humanity, one of the things that Cards Against Humanity has done that has been fucking excellent was when Donald Trump was first in power in America and was talking about building the wall. Do you remember? Oh, we're going to build a wall across between America and Mexico. Cards Against Humanity bought up loads of the land on the border of Mexico and wouldn't let anybody build on it. They wouldn't let anybody. So it was like, oh, we're going to build this wall. And they were like, nah, you can't. You don't have planning permission here. We own the land and we don't want you to do that. I was just like, that's fucking so good. That's so good. Like it's little things like that I'm just like, this is brilliant. This is so much fun. I love that. The world is going to fucking hell in a handbasket. Do you know what I mean? And yet, like every so often, shit like that happens, and I'm like, on board it. You know. People seem to assume they get some bonus cards in the game. I know, right? What are the chances? And what are the chances? Good lord. Van, have you ever had weird sex dreams about people that are not your type? Oh, yeah, 100%. All the time. All the time. But Persephone, I will say, I am not responsible for Dream Valen's actions. All right? Look, if you've had a dream about Dream Valen, okay, I will not be held accountable for their actions. They done some weird ass shit. They into all kinds of weird hokey pokies. All right? I mean it. I am not responsible for what happens with Dream Valen and anybody else. It's got nothing to do with me. We have something similar here called in Germany where people can ask security or staff bartenders to take them to Wonderland so they can be safe. I love that. I love that. It's going to be a black sheep in the board game community for the complex style, but I do enjoy a few rounds. Oh, yeah. I think Cards Against Humanity is great for, like, pre-drinks. When you're going out somewhere, it's like, oh, do you know what? Let's play a few Cards Against Humanity, you know? But you have to know the humor of the people that you're with. Otherwise, it never works. It just ends up being offensive, you know? Cash is a remnant of anonymity and freedom. Understand people find cashless more convenient. I just wish they understood the importance of having the options to cash. Not particularly saying that about the event, just more in general. No, do you know what, Masasia? I get it. I get it entirely. And I understand it from like a small business point of view as well. Like it's better if you're dealing. I mean, I am a small business, but I am also the exception that proves the rule. When it comes to small businesses, it is better to buy things in cash. It is infinitely better. If you're going to like a market, for example, it is better to buy things in cash. Because for every cut, you buy a headdress for £10, you know? If you give them £10, then that salesperson, the stall holder, gets the full £10. If you pay via cash, then they get £9.90. And it just builds up and builds up, and eventually it's like other people, these payment processing providers, getting shitloads of money for doing nothing really, you know? So yeah, I understand the importance of cash when it comes to anonymity and freedom. I just find it very frustrating because I end up having loads of it around and then not doing anything with it because I forget. Because I have potentially undiagnosed ADHD. Potentially. The other way around, having card payments written out in my bank statement helps me keep track of things. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I like that. Kingdom Hearts, amazing. One of the games I have a very special place in my heart. I think that from what I remember of Amy Samisu's playthrough of Kingdom Hearts, they are finding it extremely frustrating. I think that a lot of games like Kingdom Hearts, for example, have a place in nostalgia. I think they have a place in nostalgia. And that's great for those people that like remember playing Kingdom Hearts, you know. I remember playing Kingdom Hearts and I played it for 20 minutes, half an hour maybe, and went, this is a rip-off of Final Fantasy, and then turned it off. But then I don't like Disney, so, you know. Yeah, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, no worries. Haven't yet, but they did a new main story drop. Yes, yeah. So I'm debating it. Yes. I can't remember what the characters were. Oh, Silas and Zane, isn't it? If I remember correctly. I sort of had a really chill stream. Always always enjoy being there. Great. Thank you very much for coming in and seconding the shout out for Alexander Griffin there. Well, I love that. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a very, very cool dynamic, very cool thing, you know. It's a gacha game, so beware that aspect. Yes, very much so. And I know that there are a lot of complaints when it comes to Love and Duke Space about the fact that they are making it harder and harder to do everything for free. Like, you can play the storyline for free, no issues at all. You can get a whole load of memory for free, 100%. But there is a limitation to the amount of, like, resources you can gather, as it were. Oh, my lordy, ladies and gentlemen, and all genders outside between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Who do they think they are? The absolute audacity, I tell you. The scandal, the preposterousness. Outrageous, I tell you. It is Pappy Eric. It is Pappy Eric. Our brains are fried. We're here to chill. You brought them here? You brought them to my stream? These shenanigans of chaos and preposterousness where we talk about the most debauched things? You brought them here for more chill zenness? What is this sorcery? What is this? How's it going, Pappy? Hello, you beautiful individual. Welcome on in, all you cheeky little devils there. People, go check out this glorious individual. Look, oh, you've been playing Blueprints? Ah! This is the face. This is the face I want to see looking at me across the bar. That's the face just been like, that cheeky little devil staring at me, looking me up and down. I can't blame you. Oh, you'll see it. Oh. Getting hot under the collar here. Pappy Eric coming in here, getting all up in my business. Oh, the scandal, I tell you. The scandal. The sleepy dudes are here. I'm not surprised. I hear that the Blueprints is a bit of a mind-bendy one, and that's the reason why I really want to play it. I was very, very kindly bought the game from a member of the community, who I won't call out just in case they don't want me to. But I was very kindly bought a copy of the game, and I really want to play it. I'm really looking forward to jumping into it. So how are you finding it? How are you finding it? Are you you're not enjoying the puzzles? I fucking love puzzles. I am very much a puzzle person. It tickles my brain in all the right ways. Do you know what I mean? I've had the most hyper-focus obsessiveness of it. Just, oh my god, I need to do all of the puzzles. Yes, that is what I need. That is what I need in my life. Nearly 7 a.m. for me, Mr. Babby stream for 9 hours. Oh my lordy. Gee. Right, friends, first things first. 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I don't think you will be because you were in Pappy Eric's stream. But if you happen to be under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave because I am a colossal filth wizard, a smut sorcerer, a whorelock. We came up with that one today. I talk about sex all the time. As a sex educator, filth wizardry, debauchery, all of the above we're about. How's it going, Athena Cat? How you doing? So if you need to leave, if that isn't your cup of tea, I fully understand. I'm not everybody's cup of tea by any stretch of the imagination. But if not, You're welcome to stay. But on that note, Pappy Eric and your beautiful
Oh,
community.
you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you very
You
much.
followed
Oh,
me. Ooh, you little stalker.
cheeky devils. Look at you coming in here, giving me cheeky follows. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. If you need to disappear off, though, because of time zones, because you need to go sleep, because you need to go grab a delightful beverage, all right? Whatever it is, please go do so. Because as much as I love your attention, and I do love your attention. Oh, how I do. As much as I love your attention, your life must come first. Your life must come first, okay? So please go do what you need to do. If you want to stick around, you're welcome to. If you're like, oh my God, this guy, oh, look at that tantalizing. Oh, how does it, oh my lot. But you can't stick around, then do what these beautiful people have been doing and follow me. And then you can come back at another time. And maybe I can tantalize your taste buds then, you know? We've just been talking today. I run a big fuck off erotic cabaret. The only way that I can really describe it is if you imagine if Moulin Rouge had a child with the Rocky Horror Picture Show and called it Ken. And that's my event. It's called Ken. It stands for Kinky Erotic Nature, and that's happening on Friday. So I've been in the venue, redecorating the venue all day, because that's what we do. We go in, we put up fucking curtains, we put up fucking placemats and table shit and candles fucking everywhere and go all over. Thank you very much, Nibber, for throwing the website out there. That's what we do. That's what we do. It's great and it's wonderful. It's my baby, but I'm knackered because I spent 9 hours revamping a bedroom. Revamping a venue to look like a bedroom. And then I came straight onto stream. I got home and was like, right, stream time. Let's go. Guys, let's fucking go. You know? I'm going to feed the cats breakfast since nearly 7. Then I'm going to hit the hay. Dishing this thing, but fuck that. They can wait. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, you beautiful banana. You have great energy and seem super fun. I do my absolute best, you beautiful bean. If you'd like to follow and come back at another time, you're welcome to do so. If you're like, do you know what? This guy's a bit intense. I fully understand. I will never hold it against people for not following me. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I get it. I understand. You're super deep into it, and every time you think it's coming to a close, the cave goes a little deeper. Don't. Pappy Eric, like, seriously, I'm wearing skinny jeans right now. The blood circulation is not enough to give me an erection, okay? Just calm it. Just calm it, all right? I can't deal with this level of allure, okay? I do too, but I have no education in it. Was homeschooled in it. You're homeschooled in sex education? I mean, to be fair, sex education is that fucking bad. I think everybody was homeschooled in sex education. Let's not even lie about it. Isabel, thank you very much for the follow. You had me at debaucherous. I'll take it. We'd love that shit. I am very much a hedonist. A hedonist. Enjoy life for pleasure, as long as it's all between consenting adults, you know, we're all good. My best friend did a runaway show during Kink Fest, and seeing all the hard work that goes into it firsthand is so amazing. One of the most fun shows I've ever watched. Oh, honestly, I'm all about it. A lot of hard work. Hell of a lot of hard work. And this week is the worst. Like, this week is, like, this month, May is always the busiest month every year for me. First of all, for Ken, this time as well, because we've got TwitchCon as well, and I do another show called the Star Spangled Cabaret that I host in May's and October. I think the next one's in October. So it's all go. And I love it. I love the thingy, but it is exhausting. It's one of those things that is fucking sensational and yet exhausting. You know? Don't tend to drink while I'm sad. Yeah. That was it. Yeah, I read that. Feeling okay at the moment. I hope you enjoy your wine then, Dean. Hope you enjoy your wine. Oh, yeah, people from my stream, go check out Pappy Eric. I don't think I actually told you. People go from my stream, go check out Pappy Eric. They have chaos and they are very much chaotic energy. They have some really beautiful moments. Shenanigans, hilarity, and intensity in the most hilarious way. Those are the vibes that I would give Pappy Eric. Those are the vibes that I'm going to give to you. So go click that cheeky follow button, that wonderful bean. You know, just finished the wine. There was only half a glass. That's all right. Half a glass is good. Just a nice little nightcap, you know. Thank you very much for the second shout out for Pappy Eric. Look at this beautiful bean. Look at them. What color is your hair at the moment, Pappy Eric? They had this delightful bouffant of blue hair last time I saw them. It's blue now? Yeah, it was a nice bouffant of blue hair. It was good. It suits you. That color hair, that color generally really suits you. You want to go for green and black next? Okay, I can vibe it. Are we thinking neon green of like a toxic cyberpunk age? Or are we thinking like a dark green going full typo negative? Toxic green? All right. All right. I like it. I like it. That vibrancy. Are you going to go black fading out to green, or are you going to go green fading into black?
Yeah.
Or something different. Or something different. Lucas Bond for 65 months, buddy. 65 months. Jesus H. Christ and the wee little donkey. I will now inscribe your name upon the mirror of Vane, you beautiful, beautiful being, you. .007. Lucas Bond 007. Your name is now inscribed upon the mirror of Vane. By having your name upon the mirror of Vane, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. Not even after 65 months. Good Lord. Almost a year. Almost a year. But the most important thing, as well you know after 65 months, the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? You know? You're beautiful being. I hope you're doing well, Luke. I hope that the work isn't treating you bad. That you're actually managing to have a nice chill time every so often, you know? You know? Drink for good head. I got it. I mean, drink for good head. Yes. Drink for good head. If you want to have good head. Look, Persephone. Look. All right. Yeah. Only 290. God damn it, Luke. God damn it. How did I forget? How did I forget? It's because it's Ken week. Because it's Ken week and my mind has melted. All right. Guess what? I have some time off tomorrow night for 6 days. Are you doing anything special with your 6 days, Luke? Do anything special with it? You're going to have your hair shortened, colored half black, half green. Oh. Hawkable? Okay, I can get that. Like, front half back, front half. Is it half and half front and back, or half and half split down the middle? These are the things I need to know. These are the things I need to know. Time to get some rest. Thanks for the stream, Van. Always plenty of fun place to be. You take it easy, Greeto. Thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate it, you beautiful bean. Split down the middle for sure. Jester styly. I like it. I like it. I think you should go quadrants. Like half green, half black, and then half black, half green round the back. Mix it up. Go checkerboard of the brain. There you go. Quadrants would be sick too. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Right? Excuse me. Love cider, but got into the wine thanks to the boyfriend. The last glass of the bottle got through a wine tasting thing I did. Ooh, that sounds exciting. I will definitely have a wine at some stage in the near future. I like wine. But wine gives me the worst fucking hangovers. Do you know what I mean? Things are good. You got a date tomorrow, Persephone? That sounds very exciting. Love this. Becoming more comfortable with my masculine side and such, becoming braver. It's been a thing starting to recognize with recognize what's dysphoria and what's dysmorphia. Oh, that's interesting. I can imagine that's quite an interesting, if somewhat troublesome journey to travel, Pixie Bomb, for sure. Not responsible for... I am not responsible for Dream Valen. Look, friends. Look. When me and my delightful visage tiptoe into your dreams, okay, I am not responsible for them. I am not responsible for what Dream Valen does is between you and Dream Valen. I will not be held accountable for Dream Valen's actions, okay? Pappy Eric with a 500?
Just wanted to say, came in a while back with a Fox raid. Glad I did. You have such cool energy, homie. I love people who are unapologetically who they are. You are by far one of the coolest people on this website, and I hope you know that.
Thank you, buddy. I as much as I am an egotistical prick, I am an egotistical prick. I never really consider myself like a cool person. I'm just like, this is just the way I am. this is just the way I am. Fuck it. If people like it, great. If they don't like it, I don't give a shit. I'm having a good time. But thank you for saying that. I have 500 panderings to say it as well, you beautiful being. Thank you so much. For the raid and then 500 panderings across my face. Good lord. That's too kind, friend. That's really too kind. Thank you so much for saying that. And I'm glad that you're here as well. I'm hoping to be able to catch it. Like, now that... After this week... Ken calms down. Well, Ken finishes. And then I've got fucking TwitchCon and stuff like that. But I'm hoping to catch more of your streams. Every single time I've popped in, I've lurked a bit. I've lurked a bit. Because I enjoy the chaos vibes. There's a lot of chaos energy. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, cool as fuck. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I know cool as fuck when I see it. And that's you. You cheeky devil. God damn it. I appreciate that. I really do. I really, really do. God damn it. Sembar, god damn it. Fucking shouting me out in my own bloody chat. The biggest trolls are always the mods. They're always the mods. People tend to calm down after they finish. It's true. Authentica. Amazing. Oh my god. Let me do the thing that I need to do. Bear with me 2 seconds, friends. I'm vibing out with the industrial music we've got going on at the moment. You had a dream about me as well, Alexandra Griffin. Alexandra Griffin, I'm telling you, I am not being responsible. I will not be held responsible for what happens in dreams between dream version of me and whatever happens with you. All right, I will not be held accountable for those things. Okay, the other dream where Dream Valen was in it was making pancakes in the kitchen. Look, I am not responsible for those pancakes. Okay, Wild Squeak. Valen Vane will not be held accountable for Dream Valen in whatever depraved shenanigans Dream Valen and your imagination might have done. I think I might do copy paste this as Dream Valen has been doing the rounds again recently. Please do, Jamjar. We'll make it a command. We'll do an ! dream, and that will immediately pop up as a disclaimer. Valen Vane will not be held accountable. Exactly. Not on a rip-off, but an actual official collab with Disney and Square Enix. But I get why people find it frustrating to play it for the first time nowadays. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Disney as a company. You know what I mean? But thank you very much. All you beautiful people that are still here from Pappy Eric stream, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a wonderful time in Pappy Eric stream. I hope that the mind meltiness was glorious. I hope that the jam that your brain has turned into, that is oozing out of your ears, is one of satisfaction and joy. You know? You had them at Horlock? Honestly, we came across Horlock recently. I can't remember what the fucking context was anymore. I can't even remember what the context was. But I was like, right, game on. This is great. Love that. I'm catching up with chat, friends. Dream Valen must be doing nasty things with mismatched socks. I will have you know, Persephone, Dream Valen would never mismatch socks. Okay? If there's one thing I can guarantee, it's that when Dream Valen walks into your dream bedroom and does the most debauched things to you, wears you like a sock puppet, and then asks you to be a face hugger in their xenomorph dream. I can guarantee that they are at the very least wearing matching socks. Fucking mismatched socks. Good lord. Good lord. Okay. He would in my dream. Oh no. Oh no. No. He would not want to give up. Oh no. Dream Valen. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Chaos is a good way to describe it. Definitely, Pappy Eric. You embody that shit. Absolutely. Tasty Romanian Pinot Grigio. There's a crisp apple acidity to it. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. In the 2K scene boy at heart. I got you. I got you. At one stage, I definitely tried to have a hawk, and it just never was a thing. It was just never a fucking thing. Oh. You'll have to excuse me, friends. I've been doing manual labor all day, and I still need to get some food. I need to get some food in. I'll probably have to get like a takeaway or something, because I'm not going to cook at this time of night, am I? Realistically speaking. Thinking of starting an old woman doing cosplay Instagram? Do it. Do it, Persephone. I encourage and enable this behavior. Do it. On board it. Manic Panic Electric Banana mixed with Electric Lizard is the elite for Toxic Green. Isabel's on it. Isabel is on this shit, Pappy. You got good community there supporting you with all of the green suggestions. What was the fucking... Why is the Gizzard Lizard Wizard stick in my head? There's a band that's called like the Gizzard Wizard Lizard, is it not? Or the Lizard's Gizzard Wizard? Or something like that? Can't remember. I'm sure Chunk will know. You're just gonna be doing some gaming? Lucas Bond, that is a solid call. When you've been busy and you've been doing bits and pieces and you're like, oh, things are chaotic and shit like that, and especially with work being like slave driving you the way they are. I think that just having a nice chill 6 days of just being like, do you know what? I'm gonna do some chill. Are you gonna do any streams, Luke? Are you gonna do any streams over the next 6 days? You gonna like do some more Lego or something like that? I always like hanging out. King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard. Yes, Eris Ptolemy, that's it. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Just gaming and chilling out. Love it. Love it. Jester style, yeah. Quadrants would be cool. Do you do it yourself, Pappy Eric? Or do you go somewhere to get it done? I would imagine with all the bleaching, it might be worth every so often getting it done professionally, you know? The wine tasting thing was through a food drink YouTube channel we follow. Oh, that's interesting. Got 6 boxes of wine, 2 each of red, rosé, and white, and a video to watch. Had to taste a pair to figure out which was the premium wine. Oh, that's really interesting, Dean. I like that. I like that. Maybe I could do it with... Oh, I need to show you, friends. Oh. They arrived. They arrived. I was like, maybe I could do that with condom flavors. And then I remembered. My new business cards arrived. Ah, oh, look at them. Look at the new business cards. I need to do this. Look at my new business cards. Look at them. This is the third iteration. We've got our first one with me in the sexy jacket. Our second one with me in the floofy jacket. And then I was like, right, I'm going to go real pretentious with it. Gonna go real pretentious with it. So I have 200 of these to go out at TwitchCon. 200 of them to give out at TwitchCon. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Thank you very much, Pappy Eric. I like being called cool. I never really consider it because I was never cool growing up. I was never ever cool growing up. So I never really consider that shit. But it's nice to be called it. It's nice to be called it, for sure. Take the compliment, for sure. Will other Valens be at Ken as well? I know Cardboard Valen is invited and Dream Valen be around for sure. Won't the others get jealous? I dare not take any of the other Valens to Ken Nibirin. So Cardboard Valen goes because I paid for it. So I've got a cardboard cut out of me. In fact, it's here. Whoop. Woo. Cardboard Valen will go because Cardboard Valen goes in the photo room so that people can go and take photos with Cardboard Valen and fucking stick good boy stickers on him. Oh my god. But Cardboard Valen goes, and then there's Doormat Valen, which is a doormat that's covered in my face, goes outside the photo room because people love to step on me. But if I took like Crochet Valen or Barbie Valen, or like Sock Puppet Valen or anything like that, if I took any of those Valens, I would be too afraid they'd get destroyed. I'd be too afraid they'd get destroyed. You know, when people put so much time and effort and energy into like making these things for me, I don't want to. I'm really scared of them getting fucked up, and I don't trust that in somewhere like Ken that somebody wouldn't get carried away and something would get damaged. You know. Would love that. I'm a feisty fuck, but honestly, I'd still raid here even if you never dropped by. I want to see the best people do well, and you're one of them. Pappy Eric, thank you so much for that, you beautiful being. I pop by because I never raid expecting anything in return, so I feel you on that one, 110%. I just like want to show my people like somebody cool. So I get you. I feel like we probably raid for exactly the same reasons there, but I enjoy your chaos energy. I enjoy the absolute shenanigans that you put out in your streams. From the ones that I've seen anyway, the ones I've had a cheeky little lurk in, just popped in and be like, oh hello, see what's going on here. It's like I know that my chest issues are dysphoria based, but the body shape is dysmorphia. I see myself in the mirror and I look all wrong, but seeing myself in pictures is less jarring, so dysmorphia. Yeah. Yeah. I get that, for sure. You won't be held accountable for calling out a creep making me uncomfortable? Oh, is that what I did in the... No. Do you know what? Actually, Alexandra, 110%. I will not be held accountable for a Dream Valen doing that, because Dream Valen is accountable. They should be getting the praise. If Dream Valen did something right, then they should also be getting the praise for doing something right. Would I do the same in that situation? 110%. 110%. But I didn't. It wasn't me. It was Dream Valen. So yeah, they should well and truly get the credit for calling out a Dream sleazeball. Yeah, on board it. You know? Dream Valen, all we did was clean and then search for thieves that took my phone from the house whilst walking the dog that you don't own. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. Whether it be good or bad, okay, I am not accountable for Dream Valen's actions, okay? Some of the actions I may do in real life, but then I will be accountable for them, and Dream Valen will not get the fucking credit, okay? All right, sunshines. So you're triggered Valen? Yeah, they talk about mismatched socks, goddammit. Talk about bloody mismatched socks. Found a pair of matched socks while looking for my sub-bats and immediately went, Valen would be proud. I am very proud. Very proud of your things. Who wears socks during sex? That's just weird. Authenticator, I would normally agree with you. Genuinely, would normally agree with you. The only time that I stopped thinking about that was when I discovered that they did a science experiment about orgasms, and they found that it was easier for somebody with a vulva to achieve an orgasm if they had socks on. And suddenly my brain went, do you know what? I'm not so bad about, I can get on board socks. I can get on board in that scenario. I can get on board socks. Somebody's struggling to orgasm because their brain's out of it or their feet are cold or something. I'm like, yeah, the socks. Let's do this again. Put some socks on. Here's some nice snug ones. Let's go. I mean, what? What are you talking about? Hey, man's out the gutter. But why? I'm assuming it's something to do with circulation issues. I assume it's something to do with circulation issues. Because bodies are weird, yeah. But no, it's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. They did an experiment with a variety of different people where they were like studying MRI and brain scans and stuff like that while people were having sex and while they were making themselves orgasm and bits and pieces. And of all of the people they tested, they actually discovered, I think if I remember correctly, it was like a byproduct of the experiment, was they discovered that it was actually easier to attain orgasm if a person wore socks during stimulation, whether that be stimulation themselves or stimulation with another person, etc. Yeah. One gold toe dress sock and one pink athletic sock. You offend me, Wonderable. You offend my very sensibilities. Need to make myself eat too. It's 6 p.m. and I've had 4 cookies and an iced coffee. Oh, good lord. I'm going to pull up Just Eat, actually. Right now. Because otherwise I will forget. If I pull it up now, then I'll remember. There we go. Do my best. Confound thee, you brat! Not face hugging. I'm not a face hugging xenomorph. I'm in public. I almost spit out my tea. Look, Alexander Griffin, you have been here long enough. You have been here long enough to know that I will say the most disgustingly graphic and potentially unhinged shit. I saw a meme the other day, friends. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna put it in the Discord right now. I'll put it in the not safe for work section of the Discord. Can I get a plug for the Discord, please, moderators? So that those beautiful peoples that are not in the Discord that might want to see it. Where is it? There it is. It's in the not safe for work 18 plus section of the Discord if you would like to see it. It was a meme and it made me chuckle. And it was unhinged. It was beautifully unhinged. I stumbled across it and was like, oh my god, that's amazing. I actually screenshotted it because of how funny I thought it was. And I was meant to put it in the Discord and then completely forgot. I was sending it to friends of mine and now I put it in the Discord. So there you go. Brilliant. There you go. That is the reactions I want. That is the reactions I want. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Kiara, how you doing? Welcome back. Oh, you might well have been lurking the entire time for all I know. But I have circulation issues, my hands and feet. Gloves and socks for your coital engagement scenarios. Get those that circulation going, you know. But I remember the band name and don't listen to them. Oh, but it's a great band name, to be honest, Eris, right? I have a friend who helps me and helps me. Having a friend who does it well is very helpful. That is very good, Pappy Eric. As long as they know what they're doing, because I know that hair is a fucking mystery to me. I used to have like big red bits at the front of my hair, and I got rid of all that shit. Can't be fucking asked. But yeah, like I just keep it natural. Can't be fucking asked with that shit, you know. Making sensory jokes. Distinctly autistic relationship with socks. I can understand that. I can understand that, Authentic Car. That is the thing, is if you obviously there is. I would normally be all about lingerie or nudity for coital engagement. Unless it's spontaneous. But yeah, I have a more open-minded view of socks since finding out that they are actually a pair of socks. A pair of good socks is actually an orgasm aid, you know? And anyone just look at those. I can postpone any orgasm for 24 hours. Semba. Oh, I love that. I love that. Prettiest one yet, in my opinion. Oh, good lord. Perfect time to come in. He's gasping, facing new business card. You know it. No, honestly, they are beautiful. They are beautiful. This was a photo taken by Sway UK as well. One of the most amazing photographers. One of, if not the most phenomenally talented photographers that I've ever worked with. For sure. For sure. Which is why I was like, I need to put that on a condom. Oh, my lordy. How you doing, Quirky Creator? Welcome on in. Makes me realize the Blue Skies icon would make a good design for nipple pasties. Most certainly would. Most certainly would, Milky Pock, for sure. Sometimes we grow into our cool, my dude. Yeah, for sure. Oh, God. I went through a lot of experimenting with styles, as it were, back in the day. Back in the day. Bet you were cool as fuck as young as well. Just one young people don't recognize as easily. I just stopped giving a shit, to be honest with you. Like, I remember going out in fucking like fairy wings and weird ass, like lots of like pseudo gothic clothing. I was very much in my gothic vibes back then. But I'll have to see. Maybe after TwitchCon, I'll go through and see if I can find some like old, like teenage photos of me, of what I look like, and stick them on stream. We'll do a nostalgia stream. You know? Need to find my not a mimic stickers. Totally for Cardboard Val. No, totally not Cardboard Val. Definitely not. But it is a mimic. The irony would be there. Is there a Voodoo Valen? I dare not have a Voodoo Valen, Miss Asia. God knows what people would make me do. God knows what people would make me do. Silicon Valley is kind of made for it, though. New brain. I think of going to send people somewhere I want to send them to fun, safe spaces. Yeah, no, exactly. Sometimes we do a curveball, I will say. Sometimes we're just like, oh, do you know what? Let's raid somebody new or somebody random or what have you. And I will also say that it has probably succeeded as much as it has backfired. It has probably succeeded just as much as it has backfired. Why would it matter what socks the scientists were experimenting? What socks the scientists were wearing? I don't know. Good question. Good question. Enjoy the thigh-high socks? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Persephone, 100%. Thigh-highs have a good place in my heart. You know what I mean? Some people with circulation issues have to wear socks during sex, for sure. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. Circulation tracks, to be honest. My feet are freaking cold 99% of the time, and if I'm cold during the do, I ain't going to be able to focus for shit. That's fair. 100% fair. Good circulation into extremities keeps the nerves functioning on task. Hence, socks equals orgasm. All right, there we go. There's the science behind it. Love this. Ordered some good old fried chicken for dinner because the efforts to cook was non-existent. Entirely fair. Guess you can find a pair that looks apart, not buy in bulk stupid. Yeah, no, definitely. I think there's definitely ways to angle the to tailor the bedroom, the boudoir fashion choices, shall we say? You know. Diamond Valentine just snuffed my bone at the meme. You are welcome. You are so very, very welcome. Can you show me the business card again? If you have them to hand still, I was at my body. Yeah. So it's my name, all the platforms that I am on under that name, and then me looking very provocative. So many ads back. Welcome back. Thank you very much for watching through the ads. And that goes for all you beautiful people that watch through the ads. I thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate you doing that. And well, hope you're doing much better. Yeah, last week was a hard one. The end of last week was tough. But we got through it. And not only did we get through it, but I was up and about. I was working all yesterday, prepping all the party packs for Ken, and then prepping the venue for Ken today. Long day, but we got there. I will sleep well tonight. Had to make store run, thankfully, to the deli. Sell some... Ooh, that sounds amazing, Eris. That sounds absolutely fucking amazing. For sure. Thigh highs are... Ooh, yes. Very much so. One of my partners has thigh high socks that feel like chenille. I don't know that. But she has great legs, so win-win. Oh, I love that. Love a good win-win. For news friends, so far, unless something changes, I'll have passed 2 courses with a B. Huzzah! That's amazing news, Eris. That is amazing news. Love to hear it, friends. Well done. Genuinely, well done. But friends, I've got to the end of chat, and I need to go get some food before tomorrow's shenanigans. So I'm going to call it there, you beautiful individuals. I'm going to call it there. However... we are going to go and raid somebody. We're going to go throw some love at another delightful individual, because that is what we always do at the end of stream. I will still be streaming my usual days this week. So I'll be streaming, obviously, tonight, tomorrow, 1 p.m. BST, and Wednesday, 1 p.m. BST. There'll be no Thursday stream because I will be too busy prepping everything. And then Friday is Ken. Next week is exactly the same. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I'll be flying out to Rotterdam for TwitchCon. So these no extra streams this week or next week. And then when I get back from TwitchCon the second week of June, we'll be back into doing extra streams for all of the rewards I owe you, for all the fucking donation goals that you beautiful, beautiful people have managed to smash. So yeah, we'll be doing that. So again, a massive thank you to all you beautiful people for doing that. It just, my little bloody fucking heart, I tell you, my little bloody fucking heart. But friends, we're gonna go raid somebody. We're gonna go throw some love at another delightful individual. But before we do that, could you please do me a massive favor and throw out some mod loves in the channel? You can use any kind of mod loves from any kind of channel. You can use any kind of love hearts from any kind of channel. Say a massive thank you to those wonderful moderators. Mods! Thank you so much for all that you do. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for all you do in and out of stream. All the stuff you do for me behind the scenes. And all the stuff you do for this wonderful, wonderful community. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. How long have you been streaming? Yeah, you're going to finish it over. Right, let me have a look at who we can go throw some love at. Let's go. Ooh. How long have you been streaming? Oh, you're finishing shit. Never mind. Let's go see this person. Let's go see this person. Yeah, let's do this. I haven't raided this person in fucking ages, and I'll be meeting them at TwitchCon. We're hanging out together at TwitchCon. Ooh, hello. Friends, if you are a subscriber, please copy and paste the first raid message that Dean threw out. Not Nibirin this time. That Dean threw out. If you are not a subscriber, please copy and paste the second raid message that Nibirin threw out. So that's the Bottle Vein raid message with our emotes for subscribers. The Bottle Vein raid message without our emotes for non-subscribers. We're going to go raid a beautiful bean who has just started streaming, so perfect timing. who I'm going to be meeting over in Rotterdam for the wonderful, wonderful world of TwitchCon. We're going to go raid Dahlia Rex. I'm going to go raid Dahlia Rex, this exquisite human being. This lovely, lovely little plucky young scab who has just had their first signing in an art gallery. They have just they met up with a curator, and they have got signed to do an exhibition in an art gallery, which is cool as fuck. Friends, if you're not in the raid up here, please click on the link that I have just thrown out there to go throw some love at Dahlia. Dahlia is wonderful and glorious, very much the metal of individuals. And like I said, yeah, they're going to be at TwitchCon. They've just done this wonderful thing with the art gallery, or they're about to. They've just been signed for it, and they've got to get a whole lot of stuff over the next month or what have you. But very, very exciting, very cool, and it'd be lovely to go and show you to them, and hopefully they'll be your vibe too, all right? They do lots of shenanigans and preposterousness over there, which is what we love, all right? Friends, I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. BST, 1 p.m. British time, where we will be continuing more Journey to the Savage Planet. No, Revenge of the Savage Planet. For sheer shits and giggles, because it's hilarious and chaotic. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for the raids, the subs, the gift subs, all the cheeky little bits. Thanks so much for the donations. Thanks so much for the follows. Thanks so much for spending your time here, you beautiful beans, and keeping up that conversation with me. I really, really, really appreciate it. Until tomorrow, don't do anything I wouldn't do, because if I wouldn't do it, it'll fucking kill you. I'll see you all later. Bye, 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 bye.